Check 1 2 1 2. What it do, everybody? It's your man RTV. Skull Gang in the welcome back, everybody. We are here. Week 2. Victory Island. You know what it is. We're here. We're relaxing, kicking our feet up. Relaxing the way champs relax. I'm trying to see something real quick. See what my Hulu do. See if we got the Panther game. We knew that's supposed to be on in like 15 minutes. Let me check it out. See, countdown right here. Stream it, Hulu. You ain't gotta be scared. What's going on here? Am I logged in? Let me see live guy.
They got ran 188 yards on.
All right. We in the building. Who's in the building right now? Amber Lowe. Amber in the building. Another relaxing Monday on the island with another dove. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Triple OG in the building. What up, RTV? What it do? You can see we got a Bears head posted. The Bears head up there is posted. You know, we got the Vikings and we got the Bears. You know what I'm saying? We put the dagger in them. Gaming Wizard. Let's go Bucks. We just chilling. You know, I I got you know, Hulu going. You know, I'm not gonna show that too much because I don't want to get a strike or anything like that. But we got. Let me show it one more time because it's showing. They got Saints. Everybody's going with the Saints. We gotta get the tip rolling. Everybody got the Saints winning this game, so do I. Professor X says, what it do, Skull Gang family?
Skull Gang!
Professor X in the building. Skull Gang family is just relaxing. You know, got our feet up. I'm really comfortable. Like the way I got my setup, I get to put my feet up like on this I don't know, like the TV stand, I guess. I don't know. My chair leans back, you can see. So I kick back, relax, you know what I'm saying? And it's just nice. You know, we got the Panthers Saints game coming on in 15 minutes. You know, I'm not gonna be able to sit here and watch the whole game because I gotta go to bed, but we can watch a half. You know, we can watch a half together and see what it's looking like. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's go back a little bit since it's Victory Island. Let's take a look. Let's take a gander at what we celebrate real quick.
Come home after a road win like that, we should have a lot of crew love and the fans right there, so it'll be fun.
Why not for the Bucs?
Yeah.
They got weapons at the right spot.
He's a quarterback with an offensive lineman mentality. He'll make the yards when the game is on the line.
The moment is finally here. Let's go ahead and have a finish.
Coming after him, he got clobbered from behind. Blindsiding Fields.
Cousins is dead. The ball is out. And the Buccaneers have it.
All day. Keep going.
Ball toward Evans. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans.
It's picked off. Intercepted by Tampa Bay.
He snagged from behind. It's Shaq Barrett.
Beautiful. Here's the highlights.
Already 1/3 long pickup on this drive. Blitz picked up. Giving Mayfield time to find Mike Evans.
Beautiful.
First catch of the day is a gain of 20, and it keeps this drive. Much cleaner start for Baker Mayfield. The Bucs offense to the ground here. Chase Edmonds, good vision, good burst. First down.
I'm gonna pause that real quick. Chase Edmonds, I believe, is going on IR. What was I telling you guys all training camp and basically all training camp? What was I telling y'all all training camp, man? I like Chase Edmonds. He got some talent, but I feel like he's just wasting a roster spot. Didn't I say that all freaking training camp? I said I feel like he's gonna waste a start. He's gonna waste a roster spot because the problem with Chase Edmonds is he can't stay healthy. And I hate saying things like that because, again, I like to talk about my players like if they're, you know, my brother or my cousin or my nephew. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like to talk bad about a player. But I had to be honest, and again, I like Chase Edmonds, but I felt like he was just going to take up a roster spot because the man cannot stay healthy, and now I believe we're going to be putting him on IR. So Chase Edmonds, I think, is going to be done for us. Todd Bowles has already talked about, they asked Todd Bowles if we're going to be, you know, looking for somebody to replace Chase Edmonds. He said no, we're good with what we got. Keyshawn Vaughn is going to be playing now, and now you guys are going to be seeing the difference between Keyshawn Vaughn and Sean Tucker. I felt like I was kind of battling against Buck Nation. I felt like Buck Nation, everybody in Buck Nation wanted Sean Tucker to start behind Rashad. And because of his talent, he got the nod. Keyshawn Vaughn was pissed off about it. I agree he had the right to be pissed off about it because he's been waiting and waiting and waiting for his time, and he keeps getting skipped over. But I disagree with him on how he reacted, which was basically he pouted and didn't come to practice. He got mad and decided not to come to practice or leave practice, something like that. And I disagreed on him doing that. Because of that, he hasn't dressed. And now he's going to dress because we need him, because Chase Edmonds is hurt. And now we are going to see Keyshawn, because, again, I do like Sean Tucker, but right now it might seem like things are looking a little too fast for him. Out of Rachaad White, Chase Edmonds, and Sean Tucker averaged the least a carry. And it was something like 2.2, I think, or something. It was something low. Rashad averaged like 4.5, and I think Chase Edmonds averaged something like in the 4s or maybe even 5 yards a carry, something like that. But we're going to see Keyshawn Vaughn in there now. And now you're going to see the difference of vision between Keyshawn Vaughn and Sean Tucker, and why I was saying that Keyshawn Vaughn should be number 2 no matter what. Clickety clack in the building. Bucks. Bucks, Ray, and Bolts in the building. Yes, we are a threat in the NFC. Sneak had a no call, no show. Yeah, unfortunately. Definitely disagree with him doing that. But let's continue with the highlights of yesterday.
That takes the fake. Mayfield scans, lets it rip right into a window for Godwin. Came loose at the back end there. So the Bears from midfield. Fields is under pressure. Shaquille Barrett gets to him. Velus Jones seeing his first action of the year. He's got it here with nowhere to go. The Bucs all over it. 3rd and 13. Bucs showing pressure. Bringing only 4. Fields with time, runs out, and goes down with the flag down. Shaquille Barrett and Mike Green both got there. Eventually, somebody was good. Baker Mayfield off play action on 1st down. Looking long, into coverage, but he's got Evans who pushed off to get free. There is no flag. Mike Evans inside the 20, inside the 10. 1st down and goal. A 60-yard play where he might have gotten away with a push-off.
We did get
3rd down and goal. To the ground, straight ahead. It's White. Coming his way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Good run.
How about that? The Bucs on 3rd and goal.
Tough block is just.
That was that run right there on 3rd down for the touchdown was kind of crazy. A Millie Howell in the building. What it do, bro? We here just relaxing on Victory Island. You know, you hear the ocean in the background. Listen. You can see the ocean. That's the real ocean. Look at right here. You can see the water. That's real ocean in the background, baby. We really on the beach. We really on Victory Island out here. We got the ship down over there. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling, relaxing. We got our 2, you know, the heads we chopped off. We got the Vikings and we got the Bears right there. You know what I'm saying? We're really doing it here in Victory Island. We got our treasure right there. You know what I'm saying? And we really out here on Victory Island relaxing. And we was just, you know, we were just watching. Oh, I gotta do it over again.
Already 1/3 long pickup on this drive. Blitz picked up, giving Mayfield time to find Mike Evans. First catch of the day is a gain of 20.
Give me 1 1 second. Give me 1 second. I gotta switch this stuff up because this is messing everything up. Let me redo this. All right, I had to switch some stuff up because it was messing up my whole screen. We got Big Al in the building. Red till I'm cold and dead. You know what time it is, baby. You know what it is. Feels good to be on the island again. Yes, yes, sir. We got the Hulu in the background. I got the game on, the Panthers Saints game. Who y'all think's gonna win that game? Clickety clack says the offense left a lot of play on the field. We got the job done, but we got to do better to put team away when defense is putting in the work. Yes, very true, very true. But listen,
going.
You know what? Let me switch that one more time because that always does that. And I want to see. Maybe I could just switch it to that. What was I gonna say? This is our first year in this offense, because I agree with you. We got to get better, you know. But the good part is it will. Baker will get more. Baker will get more. He will get more comfortable in this offense overall. The offensive line will get better blocking together and better and more comfortable in this offense. So we got a lot of growing to do still. And the crazy part is, just because of if our offense was to stay the same right now, we'd still be competitive in a lot of games. And because of our defense. And we're not. We're going to be better offensively. Baker's going to be better offensively. The weapons will be better in the system. But more than anything, the O-line and the running backs. The O-line and the running backs and Baker will be better in this offense every week. We should get better and better. Rashad West is in the building. Probably
Field, Bucs offense to the ground here. Chase Edmonds, good vision, good burst, first down.
I wouldn't be mad either.
That takes the fake. Mayfield scans, lets it rip right into a window for Godwin. Came loose at the back end there.
Watching some highlights.
So the Bears from midfield. Fields is under pressure. Shaquille Barrett gets to him. Bayless Jones seeing his first action of the year. He's got it here with nowhere to go. The Bucs all over it. 3rd and 13. Bucs showing pressure. Bringing only 4. Fields with time. Runs out and goes down with the flag down. Shaquille Barrett and Mike Green both got there. Eventually somebody was good. Baker Mayfield off play action on first down. Looking long into coverage, but he's got Evans who pushed off to get free. There is no flag. Mike Evans inside the 20, inside the 10. First down and goal. A 6 play where he
It's
might
our
have gotten
second
away with a
regular season
push-off.
game, y'all. Just like in 2020,
Third
we
down
took
and
the
goal.
good 6
To the
games
ground,
before
straight
we
ahead.
kicked it.
It's White.
Exactly.
On his way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Exactly.
How about that? The Bucs on 3rd and goal.
Tough block as Justin Jones really kind of stunned it across. You see him right there flash. Carried him all the way across to the left side of the line of scrimmage.
On the move here. First down from the Bucs
They got Luke
24.
Kuechly banging the drum.
Fields scans. Tucks it and gets sandwiched. Vita was right there. That is a big man to run into. Deep drop. Running out of time, and it's knocked out of there. Bears are back on top of it.
Cam Gill with the sack.
It was knocked out, and it's 4th down and long. Cam Gill, seldom used outside linebacker, got to Fields. There's rush just 4. Mayfield has a man come wide open, and it's Trey Palmer, the rookie, with his first catch of the day for 22 yards. Trying Shoyinka got a great jump and got home. The 5th sack of the day for the Bucs. Play action. Mayfield on the roll. Tosses for Evans, who makes a great grab and spins free. Mike Evans to midfield. That was impressive enough that he made the catch. How about turning it into a 37-yard gain?
Yeah, we've been having such a good game. We're going to keep it going. Misador in the building. Set 2-0. You didn't know? Woo, you a poet? Didn't even know it, Sador. Your butt better call somebody. Let them know. Saints got the ball first. They just ran it. We got our trophies right there. The 2-0 trophies. We got the Vikings head. And we got the Bears head. Chop them off and put them on the tree trunk. That's how you do it. That's how you do it here on Victory Island, baby. That's how we do it. Cars under center. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be 3rd and 3. Yeah, let's get back to the NFC South champs. Let's get back to it.
3rd and long. Mayfield off his back foot. Once Mike Evans. Mike Evans. Touchdown Tampa.
I keep telling people, but people don't listen to me, man. People don't listen to me, man. People laughed at me when I told them, bro, we got Mike Evans and Chris. Just throw it up. That's all we need. We just need a quarterback that's going to throw it up. That's it. They got the first. All we need is a quarterback that's just going to throw it up to these guys. These guys, for as much, I know you guys haven't seen a lot, you guys that are new to me and the Pewter and Red channel. But for the people that's been with me since the Real Talk Perez channel, y'all know I watch a lot of game tape. And I constantly, for years and years and years, will watch game tape and be like, well, that was a touchdown. That was a touchdown down the field to Mike Evans. That was a touchdown down the field to Chris Godwin. Oh, open again down the field. Oh, open again. And I'm not talking about plays that we did. I'm talking about countless and countless of plays that we missed. We missed one in this game. There was a play where Baker missed Mike Evans down the field by himself open. Missed another touchdown wide open. Like, Chris Godwin and if we just have someone that constantly looks at Mike Evans every snap that they're going to throw, they're guaranteed to have at least 2-3 touchdowns. Guaranteed. Mike Evans is constantly open down the field. Constantly. So I be telling people, all we need is someone that can throw the ball down the field. That's it. Big Al said, I said it once, I'm going to say it again. This defense is serious. Yes, sir. Clickety Clack says, I'm just saying we played down with the sloppy play, fumble block, field goal, and penalties. That killed drives against the team that secondary went down during the game. Yeah. I hear you. We hear you. 3rd and 6. Derek Carr's about to get sacked. He got sacked. Mesador said, I don't care who wins tonight. Kind of just hoping for a giant sinkhole to open from 20-yard line to 20-yard line. I hear ya. I don't care who wins either. I don't care who wins. I mean, of course, actually, I would prefer the Panthers to win because I honestly think the Saints are the only ones that has a chance to compete with us. So I would like the Saints to lose as much as possible. But I really wouldn't care either way. Rashad West says we need some experience at running back. What you think? Who available? Fournette? Haha, nah. We good. Believe me when I say we good. I know a lot of people don't like Sneak, but believe me when I say we good, bro. We good.
You just can't let this happen on 3rd and long. I don't know what Tyrique Stevenson is waiting for. He allows Mike Edwards to run right up on, or Mike Edwards.
On 2nd and 7, White, room, Rachaad White. First down into Bears territory. Out of his own end zone, intercepted by Shaq Barrett. Fighting at the goal line for a pick 6 that just might seal the deal for Tampa.
Shout out to Shaq Barrett, man. Shout out to Shaq Barrett. That's all I'm gonna say. Clickety clacks and hope we are healthy next week. Primetime game, yeah? Yeah, I think we are gonna be pretty healthy too. I think we should probably have the same people out. Rashad, if we have anybody out. Rashad West says that 0 number looks so clean out there. Yeah? Yeah, it definitely does. Look at that bear head right there. Big old bear head. Where is it? Right there. Big old bear head right there. Yeah, but shout out to Shaq, man. Doing big things. And shout out to this man right here, Todd Bowles. You know what I'm saying? Just put together a real good camp. He has put together a really good camp. He has put together a really good roster with youngsters, and everyone is doing their job, man. He put together a good team this year.
Go inside, right? So you're going to start to head inside, and you're going to get blocked. And watch him, he just kind of drifts back. He's going to get picked up, recognizes the lineman leaving downfield, and a very athletic play by Shaquille Barrett right there.
Shaquille Barrett, a guy who was undrafted, hardly played in a few years in Denver, comes here to Tampa Bay, and Todd Bowles says he can remember how hungry he was when he first arrived, and he said, you've got a chance because of that hunger. 5 years later, he's turned into one of the top NFL defenders out there. And, you know, beat the odds to turn into that. Beat the odds to even be on the field to start this year. Because remember, Shaq Barrett tore his Achilles last October. Somehow got... 2nd down and 8 for Fields, who's under pressure. His helmet is ripped off by Vita Vea, and he goes down. 3rd down and 19. Fields over the middle. Claypool couldn't hang on. It's intercepted. 2 games, 2 picks for the rookie, Christian Izien.
Make predictions,
Man, Fields didn't really throw as much, but when he did, we picked him up. There goes Bryce, and he just got hit. Bryce just got hit hard. Bryce's first pass got hit by, who's number 93, Sheldon? I don't know who that is. Shepard. First play was a pass. He got hit. He threw the ball, but got hit as he threw it, and the ball went to the dirt. So I wanted to talk about just ran the ball with Sanders. Not really in depth, because we're gonna do that maybe Friday, or if I have a day off, we'll get more deeper into the Eagles. But as far as that game, this is our biggest game. This is our biggest game this week. Our best opponent and our biggest game. And this is going to be the game that puts us on the map if we can make it happen. talk enough about Baker's throw out of a sack pass to Otten. That boy ain't look like a Mahomes. That boy ain't look like a Mahomie. Yeah, it did look like a Mahomes play. We haven't really talked about it. We just did though. Yeah, man, that was a good play. Baker. Like I heard someone say that I believe Todd Bowles said that we're not asking Baker to make the engine. We're just asking him to drive the car. And I would say that yesterday, that's what he did. He drove the car that we already made. But not only that, but he also, you know, changed the oil. You get what I'm saying? He also changed the oil. That's how I would look at it. He did good for us because he did his job. Plus, he did a little extra as far as helping us not get a sack, evading sacks. The fumble, he jumped on it, you know. So Baker definitely did a little bit more than what we need him to do. So that was good to see him bring his himself to the game. As far as a game, he was a game manager, but he also did his thing, you know, did a little something here and there, put his little stank on it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna laugh if the Panthers go ahead and score. There's a flag. First and 15. Yeah, they're asking Bryce to do a lot. They want to pass. That's a lot. They're asking Bryce to do a lot, man. They're going to mess up Bryce, bro. They're more of a run. They're better at running the ball, but yet they don't run. Like, they really don't run like that. They ask Bryce to just throw. They want Bryce to drive them down the field, bro. Like, I don't understand it. But, again, spread out completely. No back behind them. They might motion someone over there. Nope. They got everybody spread out. 2nd and 15. They just putting it all on Bryce, bro. Jeez. 3rd and 15. He just running around, and then throws it out of bounds. Like, Bryce had something right there. Missed him. Third and 15. It's just not a good coaching staff, bro. It's just not a good coaching staff with Bryce. This coaching staff is messing them up. They're not protecting Bryce at all. They're just not trying to ease him into the NFL at all. They're just, Did you catch that? I might kick a field goal here. I don't know why Bryce is walking up to the line. They're going to go for it? If they go for it, they're stupid. I was finna say, if they go for it, I was gonna say this coaching staff is gonna be fired soon. Cause they went for it in the Falcons game and didn't get points that they could have just took. And 3 points for the Panthers. 3 points for the Panthers.
We here? Hey, I know what we coming for. Yeah, I know what we coming for.
All that talk is cheap, though. Talk don't mean nothing. We still gotta put the work in. 2-0, baby. We got more work to do. 2-0, baby. 2-0. 2-0. And I got my first dub.
Hey, you buy into that hype? Yeah, you can't buy into the hype, man. We putting that work in from day one. We know what we got. They don't know what we got. That's why they saying that. But us in that locker room, us on that facility, we know the work we've been putting in since day one.
What was Palmer talking about? He said, I got my first dub? What was that? I got my first dub. I got my first dub. I'm trying to think, what could he be meaning by that? D'Amico says big freaking bake is the perfect QB for the Bucks. Hey, he's doing his thing. He is doing his thing. Todd Bowles step up to the podium today. Let's see what he has to say.
Morning.
This was today.
I didn't send the memo.
Beautiful. Especially late in the game, to keep you out of trouble there, and just for what he's done these first 2 weeks.
Jake is huge. I mean, from the kickoffs in the end zone to the punts and him booming them and getting them to the sideline as well. So that was about as big for us as anybody yesterday. He had a heck of a ball game.
Anybody can come in. The link in the.
You know, Ryan's getting a good feel now. We understand what his strengths are. We understand what we expect of him. Thought he had a very active ball game yesterday. He's only going to get better from there. I think the closer he is, the better he plays. We know he can play back deep, but he can do some things like a linebacker up front, so we're going to start tapping into that.
Oh, I forgot the Browns and Steelers are playing today, too.
That was all Canales right there. All the credit goes to him. They have a too high look and protected something. He made a little vulnerable in the box. He believed in him. The line did a good job. The shot ran hard.
A little bit better. I know that was just because they weren't, stacking the box the way they were against Minnesota, but just what did you see on the run?
Well, they got better. Like I said, we're going to do whatever we have to do to win the game. I'm not sitting here saying we're hell-bent on getting 150 yards rushing the game. We rushed it efficiently. That's what we're looking for. That's what we got. We'll break some, and some games we may not, but it helps us win the ball game and keep time of possession, so it was good.
Listen to what he just said. We're not looking to, we got to run for 100 and whatever yards. We don't care about that. We don't care about how many yards at the end of the game did we run for. What we care about is when we run the ball, are we efficient with it? When we ran the ball, if we only run the ball 3 times, then we only run the ball 3 times. But did we get at least 4 yards when we ran the ball 3 times? That's the whole thing. However, whenever we run it, we just need to at least get 4 yards, 3.5, 4 yards, 5 yards if we can every time we run it. And hopefully we have some running plays where we break. As long as our run game is efficient like that, to where we're getting 3, 4, 5 yards here and there, it's gonna keep the defense honest. And as long as we're able to do that, we're able to run our game plan that we want to run and run our offense smooth. And that's all that matters. So many people get too caught up with stats and the numbers and, this is compared to them, they ran this many yards and we only had these many, we don't care about that. I don't care about how many yards the other team has when we're talking about my offense. Shout out to Todd and Dave Canellis. The D is bad, is dope, and the O is already good and is still being learned. Yes, we talked about that exactly.
Last game, third down was Minnesota. The third down was come by in that first half of that game, but it seemed like you got it on the opening drive. Just what did you see that was working so well for you guys this go around?
Well, they're giving them time to throw. They're giving them time to throw. The receivers got open. We had a good third down plan. Offensive guys did a great job this week executing the game plan.
Feels like there's been an upgrade in just tackling in general, open field tackling. Is that how you saw it after watching the tape with your defense?
No, that's not how I saw it. But, you know, we got some things to clean up there. We made some tackles. We missed a few that we can get better at, leaving our feet too early, but we're getting better.
Was such a problem with this offense last year, all season long, and then they had two big conversions, both on throws to Mike yesterday. What's different? What allowed you guys to click and make those conversions where you had last year?
I don't think anything's different. We're not comparing last year as far as we're concerned in the building, but, you know, we had coverages we saw and that we liked, and they gave him time to throw, and he made some good connections with Mike, so that really worked for us this ball game.
Jameer Clark just entered the building. Week 2 of a Victory Monday. Yes, sir. Everybody's checking in today. We've had a lot of people check in today in Victory Island, baby. That's how I like it. That's how I like it. Hit that like button, guys, while you check in. Hit that like button. You really want to show some love to the team, click on the link. Come in here, give your shout-outs. Give your shout-outs. Give your game ball to somebody. Give whatever you want to do, man. We here, we just relaxing. We watching this game, watching this Panthers Saints game, relaxing on Victory Island, all that. We just chilling, man. We just chilling. It's the chill stream. And shout out to Todd freaking Light. Todd freaking Light. He's not 100%, but he's gotten way better at bringing in talent and manipulating the cap. Excuse me, Jason, not Todd. Yes, I hear you. Derek Carr got the ball under center now. 2nd and 10. Trying to run it. Shaq Barrett and Big Baker, Mike. All game balls. Oh, okay. Like I said, y'all could click on the link. There's a link you can click in here and speak your mind if you want to. We just here relaxing. The crew is back in the ship. You know, they back in the ship back there. You know what I'm saying? They're chilling. Oh, Derek Carr's starting to get cocky now. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Pass interference on the Panthers. What is he doing? Mike. Oh my gosh. Mike Thomas is so trash, bro. Mike Thomas tried to punch CJ Henderson, like try to punch his hands out the way. Mike Thomas is so done, bro. I said it last year. Mike Thomas looked like he can be covered by any corner. Like, he has no burst. He never had speed, but like he has nothing, bro. Like, Mike Thomas is so done. No one, I don't think any corner fears Mike Thomas anymore. And Vita Vea, JTS, and Winfield, and Izzy and Wow bring on those Eagles. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We got a lot to talk about when we're talking about that Monday night game, baby. We got a lot to talk about, but I'm not saying nothing right now. We're relaxing, we're enjoying this win right now. We'll move on tomorrow, the next week. There goes Taysom Hill with a first down. Panthers let Taysom Hill just run like 5 yards for a first down. Yeah, Slant Boy, bro. Slant Boy got no type of route running anymore, bro. He looks like he's been hurt for 3 years, bro. Like, he like has no moves. He has no route running ability. Like, his brakes are so slow. He's so slow getting out of his brakes. It's a shame. It's really sad. I saw it last year. Everybody thought I was hating when I was like, bro, I think any of our corners can cover Mike Thomas. Like, anybody. Like, he's looking really slow. 2nd and 3. Saints are trying to get into Panther territory. They're at the 45 or about 43. Panthers 43. Ooh. Try to throw it over Chin. Chin jumped in the air and swatted it. He lucky Chin wasn't able to swat it up in the air. Would have landed right to him. Saints might lose this game, bro. Their offense just looks so slow, bro. It's 4th down. Why is Derek Carr saying 1st down? It's 4th down. What are you talking about? They're flat. How was that a 1st down? Am I missing something? I must be missing something because they said 1st down now. That was weird. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting game to see. Does look slow and everything short. Yeah, bro, their offense looks so slow. Like, their weapons just look like they're all slow. Maybe Chris Olave is probably the only one that looks decent. Aren't they supposed to have some dude named Rashid or something like that? I don't know what number he is. They're slowly moving down the field, though. That's what I was thinking. I think they had the marker wrong because that's what I thought. I thought he just got tackled by the line of scrimmage. But they said 1st down, and I'm like, what the heck? Oh, matter of fact, I'm tripping. I can have the.
This time Carr not in the game. 10th play of the drive. Hill, quarterback draw all the way. He is just tough to tackle when he gets a few steps downhill. Thompson got him to the ground. Pick up 8 on 1st.
And Pete Carmichael, the offensive coordinator, said 1, he didn't get enough touches for Taysom last week, and then 2, when they give him the ball, good things happen.
Thompson, who made the tackle, slowly get up. Step aside.
Critics and audiences can't stop talking about dumb money.
That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt them.
Quarterback is to protect the ball. Just his maturity and the buy-in that he has. He was able to get you out of some sacks in some good plays too. But like, is this exactly what you want from a guy in his 5th season?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's been through a lot in 5 years. He's been through ups and downs. He knows it's not about him, it's about the team. He's been very smart with the football. Obviously, for the most part, they got away with one early, but he's been very good with the football. And if you don't turn it over, you give yourselves a chance. You know, that's important. You have to take chances, but you can't turn it over as well. He's been doing a great job with that.
Porter, the offense had a couple chances to get the football and potentially put the game away. Kind of had some short drives. What went wrong?
We didn't didn't execute and they made some plays. You know, they're gonna make some plays, but just gotta finish the ball game. We finished the ball game out. They've been playing great the whole game. You know, they stalled a little bit, but the defense bailed them out. They bailed the defense out some as well, so it was a good team win.
What jumped out at you on film as to why some of those red zone drives kind of stalled there?
Shot ourselves in the foot, you know. There was one guy here or there. We got to get better there. We can't have them into 3. Going deeper into the season, we got to get 7 points there. We're not going to be able to pull those games out if we don't.
Chase Edmonds went down. It looks like it could be a multi-week injury. Are you okay moving forward with the depth you have, or is that something you guys might have to bring another back?
We're good with what we have right now.
Carlton with the toe injury. Do you have a sense if you could be ready to play this week?
It's probably a little early to tell right now.
Always emphasize stopping the run because you've done it as well as anybody else in Philadelphia.
Set to collide with the Browns. Just a very, very unlucky situation for Shaq Thompson to watch as he tries to get up after making the tackle right to the right of your screen. Trevor Penning is just slammed down on top in a wrestling match and taken up from the cart, getting a little deflated.
That's just the worst way to go out. The play's basically over. And Penning and Deshaun Williams, the defensive lineman, got into it.
Kamil Grugier-Hill replaces him. Carr sideline. Michael Thomas, they're working underneath so far this Saints passing game.
Yeah, Michael Thomas, and that's where he makes his living, right? And you can see C.J. Henderson is sitting on a lot of that short intermediate stuff. Double move opportunity at some point in time is coming.
And Lou, this is where I think this offense excels at, because down in this red zone, there's so many different guys that are smart for them that they can run some of those choice concepts. And Derek Carr has a bunch of options to look at against the defense.
Bobby to the right. Go in the slot. Are rolling that way, scanning and delivers underneath to Moreau, who makes his second catch of the series. Picks up about 6.
Yeah, just really smart by Foster Moreau. We call that a late leak. His job is to really secure the edge, count to 3 or 4, and then once you feel like your quarterback might getting outside, you release the defensive end and give your quarterback an option.
From a Raider teammate. 2nd and 4, Williams trying to bounce it, could not get free. Swallowed up by LeVou, who's had a good first quarter here. Second tackle behind the line.
Yeah, that's great key and diagnose. Getting off the spot, reading the pullers, coming downhill, inside out integrity. Now you got a big, big third down here because there's just so many different ways that the Saints can attack.
And Chris, Lou, number 1, it starts with Jimmy Graham because of his size down here. And then really number 2, it's Olave to the back
wait till we play one of our rivals.
The route running skills.
That way we can show them, like,
so
listen, we're still on a different level than y'all. We're not on the same level as you guys.
Panthers bring some pressure. And Carr lofts to the end zone. Miscommunication. Really no chance for Thomas to get near it. Carr is knocked down. And here comes the field goal team.
Yeah, they have really been trying to get the ball here to Michael Thomas. They have run him on the outside. You see there, they put him at number 3 in the trips, try and get him on the 7 route. Once again, Derek Carr, Carolina Panthers are getting some pressure on him, just as the Tennessee Titans got pressure on him last week.
Deshaun Williams closing in. Here's Blake Grupe. New kicker, signed out of Notre Dame. 3 for 3 in his debut. They traded Will Lutz to Denver for a draft pick. So
like, our
trusted this
team
guy, but what he showed
is better.
in the camp.
Besides the run game, right? Besides Carolina and the run game.
By the Panthers.
I mean, not Carolina.
Back in 30 seconds after this from
besides
Vivid Seats.
The Falcons in the run game.
Get this right.
Everything else we do better than everything
tonight's game.
than everyone else.
Who is my all-time favorite
We do everything better than everyone else in the division, except for running the ball. Running the ball is the only thing we don't do better than everyone.
I would love to go.
Else.
Yeah, sure. It's all yours, Larry. Thanks, Billy. I'll meet you out front. What?
Yeah, okay, it's Bob, but okay. Yeah.
I just know your name, dude.
I guess I'm Bill now.
With Vivid Seats, when you buy 10 tickets, you can get your 11.
And here's the chip shot from 28 from Grupe, who was 156 pounds and was mistaken by
this
Saints
kicker's
security
name
as
is
a fan
Groupie.
after he hit the game winner in the preseason. They wouldn't let him in the locker room. You know who he is now.
So the Falcons
Long
kicker
drive
is
gets 15
Young Ho.
plays for the Saints to move it 65 yards in about 6.5 minutes inside the score.
There's some nice
Kicker's
third
name
down
is
conversions out of Derek
So
Carr.
we got a whole
They ran
bunch
the
of
football
groupies and Young
relatively
Hoes.
efficiently. It's a good job by this Carolina defense, though. You
That's
gave up
funny.
some yardage, but Lou, when it mattered most, second and third down in the red zone.
I'll be here all night.
With the effectiveness that they're having running the football, like you said earlier, it'll open up deep top from the outside. At some point, they'll catch him in man-man. We have not called the name so far on an offensive standpoint of Rashid Shaheed. You know number 22 is going to get involved here. He's going to put one of them up to him at some point in time. That's
Okay,
a
so
nice job by the Carolina
Shaheed is number 22, I think they just
And
said.
Shaheed made the electric slot fade to seal that game a week ago. The only touchdown. Saints win. Laviska Shenault, ex-Colorado Buffalo. Feeling good these days, Lewis.
I'll tell
team that you call Saturday night.
How about that? It's good to be in Boulder.
And he'll let it go. Well, Frank Reich brought in a whole bunch of playmakers to surround Bryce Young. They drafted Jonathan Mingo out of Ole Miss in the second round. They signed Miles Sanders. You've seen him already to energize the running game. Hayden Hurst, the tight end, was the top target in the opening game. You've already seen Thielen. So
Oh, well, he gonna get a shot
it's
now.
the most overhauled offense in the
Keyshawn gonna
NFL.
get a
Less than
shot now.
40% of their yards back from
You don't
last
have
year.
to
And
cry
some good
now.
veterans,
Everything worked
Hurst
itself
and
out.
Thielen that we talked about.
He's gonna
Miles
get on the
Sanders in his
field,
usage.
and
I'd
he's
say
gonna show
this,
why he
though.
should be the number 2
Jonathan
running back.
Mingo is really got to be
That's
the
what I
guy that
said.
brings some at least vertical juice to this offense.
Val in the building. Just got here at Victory Island. We say, yo, happy Victory
Swarmed up
Monday.
as a flag comes down in the
How's
pit.
it going on
Pete
TV?
Warner
Watching some Panthers
over
versus
at
Saints
Ohio
on
State
Victory
that has
Monday.
really
Yep.
impressed
You
the
guys can
Saints
hear it,
coaching
right?
staff.
You guys can hear the commentary, right?
Offense number 81.
You guys can hear the game?
First down.
Let me know
They
if you
got
can
the
hear the
veteran
game.
tight end Hurst.
Because I'm playing the game in the background.
Chris,
guys
you can
should be
see
able
the
to hear it.
purposeful coaching that this Panthers staff has in place for Bryce Young. After his first offensive drive, he came off the field greeted with a huge smile by head coach Frank Reich. And then Josh McCown, the quarterback's coach, wrapped his arm around him. Lots of encouraging. Then they spent some time with veteran receiver Adam Thielen, who he targeted a lot on that first drive, trying to work out a few kinks, but you can tell it's all very positive to keep him upright.
He's your former teammate.
He's the best, man. That guy's been around the NFL for 40 years. He's only 41.
Bryce on 1st and 20. Tries to get some of it back to Thielen. Very short pickup. Brought down by Alante Taylor.
Really?
So what we expected here. Low scoring, but each offense able to drive distance for a field goal. 3-3 at the end of one in Charlotte on Monday Night Football.
That should be better. I don't want it to be that loud.
Come on.
Yeah, let's get back to top of the road.
What has been the commitment? What are the things that you guys have done?
I think this is how we should start.
I think the guys sacrificing for each other.
Quick, I think this is how we should do Victory Mondays, right? Just do some Victory Monday while the game's going for a little bit. You know, let the game play in the background. When it's commercial, we can listen to some some press conferences and stuff like that. I think that's what we'll start doing. I kind of like, we're relaxing, listening to the game. We could talk a little bit about our game or whatever, because it's Victory Monday. When it's commercial right here, and then we talk about a lot of stuff, and then we can listen to the press conference and commercials as well. I kind of like that. What do you call it? So who we rooting for in this game? Guess I'm rooting for the Saints since I've always liked Carr. I'm going for the Panthers. I want to laugh at the Saints. I want I do think the Saints is the only team that has a chance to go against us when it comes to this division. The Falcons don't have a chance because all they're going to do is run the ball. They don't have a chance. Panthers might have a chance, but I think they're gonna struggle too much in the beginning with Bryce. I don't like this coaching staff that they're doing. I don't like how the coaching staff is using Bryce. So, yeah.
Brought to you by Goodyear. We're excited ahead to Wembley Stadium, London next month. It will be the Falcons and the Jaguars and ESPN, Walt Disney Company, the NFL, bringing fans a first of its kind, fully animated presentation of that game. Pixar's iconic Toy Story universe. 9:30 a.m. on ESPN Plus. We're also doing the traditional telecast on ESPN Plus. Second quarter begins with a 2nd and 13 for the Panthers. So looking for the first downfield shot. They check it down to Sanders, who makes it more 3rd and manageable now.
CP Warner again flying all over the place. Linebacker number 20. Chris, you mentioned that this coaching staff has said the development that he has undergone since they drafted him out of Ohio State is nothing short of remarkable. This guy is a playmaker on all 3 downs. And here on 3rd down is where they like to use him as a pass rusher, running stunts inside because he can do it all. He plays with a lot of power, a lot of speed.
Bryce Young came over to the sidelines to have a conversation with Frank Reich. I don't know if his helmet communication wasn't working. Before this 3rd down play, they want total clarity. Nothing seems to rattle him.
Right, I was just going to say, first career home start, 3rd and 6, tie ball game, one of the best defenses in the league. The play call is not coming in. He's able to just kind of handle it. That's to your point, Chris, you talked about, like, I don't know if you've been around a guy that's capable of handling the stresses of it more than Bryce.
He did have some adversity at Alabama. People think all he did was win. He was pick 6 against Georgia, which sealed a loss in the championship game. He didn't win a championship when he was there, won everything in high school, but he was locked in, guys, but not in a locked in, real nervous, intense way. Very calm before the game. Saints would love to make him uncomfortable. They've knocked him to the ground a couple times already. On 3rd down, protection holds up, but he lofts it. It's a first down.
Interception.
Into coverage there.
Bad throw.
Alontae Taylor came over, did not make the interception. He juggled it with out of bounds. That's the ruling. He was targeting Thielen for the 5th time already tonight.
With Alontae Taylor in the nickel position, he's the guy that DeMario Davis said himself. He said for us to take our defense to the next level, this guy has to up his game and really excel. You see right there, that is textbook underneath man coverage, safety over the top.
Oh, wow.
Almost came up with the pick.
He's lucky, homeboy. He's lucky the wide receiver threw his hand back and hit the ball and made it juggle. That was an interception.
By Hecker, back to Shaheed, who gets a block on the edge.
That's what I want to see. I want to see a whole bunch of bad football.
And
that's what I want to see.
Return. He'll set up
a whole bunch of bad football.
Saints in decent field position. Back in 30
I want to
seconds
see
after this from Vivid
interceptions,
Seats.
back and forth interceptions.
Okay, get this right, and you get my free ticket to tonight's game. Who is my all-time favorite receiver?
Larry Fitzgerald.
Yes, Larry Fitzgerald.
Hey, I heard you got an extra ticket to the game tonight. I would love to go.
Yeah, sure. It's all yours, Larry.
Thanks, Billy. I'll meet you out front. What?
Yeah, okay, it's Bob, but okay. Yeah.
I know your name, dude.
I guess I'm Bill now.
With Vivid Seats, when you buy 10 tickets, you can get your 11th free.
Let's go.
It's a 16-yard return by Shaheed. Sets up the offense at the 44. On either side, take a shot downfield.
They use a lot of tight ends.
Saints love to do it in 2 tight ends.
Yeah, I was just saying that.
In motion. Williams plowing ahead. They're leaning on the running game and picking up 5 yards on 1st down.
I think part of it, Chris, is one, that they want to do it more. 2, this offensive line that really is a good unit struggled last last week in pass protection. We've seen that so far tonight as well, so I think part of it is trying to allow those guys to push against the defensive line.
See who's in the game now. Rashid Shaheed in the slot down here at the bottom of the screen.
The line, Williams stretches for a first down. It's a shin injury, we're told. Shaq Thompson taken off on a cart. They were reporting that as the nature of the injury. It certainly didn't look like he was going to be able to come back tonight.
No, I wouldn't expect him to. And I'll tell you, with him being out of the lineup, the run defense in the interior, that takes a severe hit. You can see Pete Carmichael, offensive coordinator, he's bound and determined to get this offensive running game going, and he is committed to it. I'm just telling you, though, it's setting up for a shot play. Plus 50 right now, first down.
Well, is Taysom Hill going to take a shot? Because Carr's out of the game on this first down play.
That's true, too.
Well, he's going to do what he does. Follow his blockers, and that seems like easy money tonight. Adam Prentice, the fullback, threw a nice block. They pick up close to 10.
Taysom Hill at quarterback. That's all he does is
really good. You're going to see the motion.
I swear, when Taysom Hill's in the game at quarterback, everyone should just blitz.
Waits for those defenders to release, and then he follows that leading fullback. It's really a little bit of an RPO, but he can kick. It's a PRO. You can pass the screen out there if the linebacker hangs, and if he follows the motion, become the runner.
Grugier Hill is signed as a free agent from Arizona, having to step in tonight. Thomas takes a big hit,
Slant,
makes the
slant,
catch
boy.
inside the 30.
Got a slant.
This is where Michael Thomas has made his living, running these short shallows, the smash routes, and you can see Grugier Hill, who came in for the injured Shaq Thompson, he puts a good hit on him. That's where he makes his living.
And that ball placement.
And he only got that off because he pushed.
4 catches already tonight for Thomas. Carr drifting back.
Oh.
He wasn't there. He kind of threw it in the ground to Jamal Williams. It looked like a throwaway. Actually, it was just a bad throw.
Yeah, it was. And I'll tell you, what's interesting is, like, right now, Derek Carr is being forced to stay patient because the Carolina Panthers are refusing to let people get behind them and go ahead and produce those plus 20-yard explosives. Every defensive coordinator hates them. They coach to prevent them. So far tonight, they haven't been able to really get someone loose outside the numbers down the field.
Exactly.
Hill in the game to the left of Carr now.
Exactly.
Bobby targeted only once tonight. Is off to the right. Carr looked that way. Now flips it back, and a flag is down. It was Hill, intended receiver, but it's right in that holding area. Pressure again on the quarterback.
He might get hands to the face.
Legal use for hands. Hands to the face on the defense, number 95. That's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Cesar Ruiz had his helmet taken off.
First down.
Yeah, it was Derek Brown. You're going to see, I believe he gets him with that inside hand. You can see him right here on the rush. You see the hand starts on top of the shoulder pads, and then as he's trying to go ahead and bull rush him.
That's a strong human. Taking somebody's helmet off.
It's weird though, you know, helmets don't fit the way they used to back in the day, Chris. These things come off all the time now.
Goes back at quarterback. Hands it to Williams. Can he get the edge? He's dragged down after a short gain. Grugier Hill again stepping in for Thompson, joined by Chin on the stop.
They really using Taysom Hill like that, bro. I can't believe it. That's such a disrespect.
In the right places, right time. That's exactly what you want out of your backups. Come in, no drop off in terms of performance, or just a little drop off in terms of performance.
I can't wait to play with our division. I really can't wait to play our division, man. It's gonna be like stealing candy.
Use that internal pressure. Communicate the protection, see if you can get an inbreaker.
Pressure's picked up. Carr does have plenty of time, scanning downfield, and takes a shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete. Thomas wanted a flag. Xavier Woods, the safety, coming across.
Wanted a flag for what?
It's a real nice
He
job.
didn't even
Playing
touch
man
you, bro.
coverage, passing them underneath routes off. And you can see there, Xavier Woods just reading the eyes of Derek Carr.
Pretty good timing.
No question about it. Look, this defense is playing good. They are keeping the top on the defense, not letting any cheap completions. Now facing a crucial third down.
Most noise tonight on 39.
39.
Pressure picked up, looking for Thomas on the edge.
Did he catch that?
Out of bounds. Caught the ball, didn't get the feet down. Dante Jackson in coverage, and his 4th down.
It looked like he might have caught that. I don't know. Let's see that
Man, we
replay.
got to see. This is close. Is he getting
What?
The right foot down for sure, then his backside hit.
Doesn't his butt count?
I think that counts as a catch, no?
Yeah.
Right foot, rear end.
Ball secure. Ball never moves. I think that's a catch.
I think they're gonna challenge it.
Yeah, the butt counts.
For now, Rupi is on the field.
I think if you're Dennis Allen, you got to throw the challenge
His
flag on that.
assistants just ran down the sideline to him.
Bring in John Perry, who's watching at Pittsburgh.
I got it the same way that you do. I got control and that backside hits, and you can see that there's space between the sideline and the
Dennis Allen
the
is so
bottom.
trash as a
I
coach.
thought this would have been a replay assist without a challenge.
Well, they didn't use the challenge. Scott Novak saying after consulting, they did rule it a catch, and what a catch by Thomas.
And the strong hands. I mean, to go up, make that catch, hit the ground and move, not to have the ball move, big time.
And just 10 games the last 3 seasons. You can't overstate how important it is for him to get back out here and contributing.
Just his competitive temperament, it really does lift the entire offense and the wide
All
receiver
right,
group.
first and goal. They're about to score.
19-yard pickup on 3rd and 9. Hill back at quarterback. They haven't stopped him yet when he's taking it downhill.
Again.
And this time to the right.
Ooh,
Ready for it.
stuck him.
Flying off to make the tackle there was Chin.
Chin was really close to hitting that, to putting the helmet to the ball.
How you do it when you're playing run support on the edge. You see, watch Jeremy Chin right here. He says, hey, Derek Carr, they're not throwing it to me. I'm going to come in here and set this edge.
Ooh, so close.
Burns was tracking him down from behind, and Chin said, I'm just going to meet you right here behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a pretty good job by Taysom Hill not fumbling that football, man. That shoulder pad by Jeremy Chin was put right on the ball.
They were clearly ready, fellas, for number 7 again. There's been a steady diet of that old school offense.
It's been a real creative way to get the running game going with his threat as quarterback running the football.
2nd and goal.
Saints are notorious down here for some good, hard play action.
Carr pumps, scanning across the middle, back of the end zone.
Ooh, good hit by Woods.
Hit delivered on Olave.
Good hit by Woods.
Broke it up. Both defenses are going to make you earn everything in the passing game tonight.
Xavier Woods with another spectacular play. The offside safety coming across the field to put the big hit on Olave. When there's no
I feel like, is it me, or do I feel like Derek Carr takes too long to let it go?
On 3rd and goal, it's Hill.
Like, he takes too long to make sure that they're open,
Left side of the
and it's giving the defenses time.
from the pocket, flips it short. There was a miscommunication. Tony Jones hadn't really turned around, and Carr frustrated as the Panthers defense gets a stop.
I really want the Panthers to win this game. I'm not gonna lie. I want the Panthers to win this game because I want to see. We need again. I think the Saints are the only team that has a chance of getting in our way, and we need Derek Carr to start
Did he have a second more to hold
snowballing. I said it. I said I think Derek Carr and that offense is going to start snowballing and be bad once things start going bad. So I'm hoping that it starts here, and then next week it'll be bad, hopefully, and then it'll be, by the time we play the Saints, it'll be over with. That his mind will be so messed up that he'll be so afraid to throw down the field or something. Like,
Only pay for what you need.
A Another double dose of Monday Night Football on ABC.
We know what our formula is to win on defense. Up the run and force them to be one-dimensional and get turnovers if we can. That's been good 2 weeks so far. We still got some things to show up there. I'm not saying we've arrived, because we definitely have not, but it's a good start.
I think of the performance of the defensive line, particularly Logan Hall and Mike Reed getting some more reps.
I think they're coming into their own. You know, they played hard yesterday. They got off the ball, led by Vita. Vita did some great things to free the other two guys up. I think Logan's finding his niche, and Mike's playing good football right now. So if they keep getting along like that, hopefully about mid-season we should hit our stride.
The number of players that have been able to make impact plays, it's not like it's 1 or 2, 3 guys. I mean, it's a whole roster of players that at different moments in these games, really critical moments, they have stepped up and delivered. Just as a coach, just what is it like to see so many different guys over the course of 2 weeks be able to all make an impact in different ways?
She's talking about how does it feel to see all these different players make plays and da. This is sad. What's her name? Jenna. This is sad, Jenna. This is a very sad question, Jenna, because you're asking this like you're surprised yourself. When in fact, when we won the Super Bowl the year after that, and the year after that, we've been having several players making plays and doing their job and helping out to make wins. We've been doing this. This is nothing new. It's nothing new at all.
And he told us that there's numerous different reasons for offenses stalling out in the red zone. It's such a timing-intensive area of the field where if you're not on the same page, as it looked just right there, in that particular situation, it can all break down.
Well, I think the great red zone offenses that certainly I was a part of, and usually that are part of the NFL, they are capable of putting a quarterback under center, running the football, and kind of controlling that short area more than any other teams.
Seeing some methodical, grinding drives. Only the downfield shot to Thomas, but now produced 7. He boots it, and Chenault will just let it go. Mario Davis, 34-year-old, 12th-year guy out of Arkansas State. What a pleasure to talk to him. And he said, take us through your gentle, thoughtful off-field persona. When you get on this field, it's beast mode. And he said, I call it the lion and the lamb. He's a man of deep faith, and he made a biblical reference, and he feels both his off-field behavior and the way he plays on the field are a way of honoring the Lord.
Yeah, so once he gets on the field, he just explodes. He doesn't think, he just reacts. He is a pleasure to watch.
Spire 10 tackles in the opener. Sanders kind of stumbles forward for a short gain. Talking to Bryce about facing guys like Davis, and Cameron Jordan is also 34. Guys he grew up watching when he was a little kid when these guys were breaking into the league.
Yeah, that's got to be interesting, man. Look, we all have our heroes. It's just that a lot of times we don't get a chance to compete against them and see them lining up across the field. And it's just really a testament to the longevity of the Saints defense in terms of how good they play great defense.
Second down plays against the group become important on 2nd and 9. They hand it again, and Sanders is swarmed in the backfield. Carl Granderson, who had a tremendous opening game, made life very tough on Tannehill with a tackle for loss.
Watch Granderson come up and then dip inside that left tackle, Lou. That is a great read by him of seeing that left tackle try to reach him in his own scheme and go inside.
Yeah, what they'll tell you is if you're going to beat him inside when he's trying to reach you hard outside, you better go ahead and make the play.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, Carl Granderson has shown up time and time again, and they have a deep rotation of defensive linemen on the squad.
After the passer last week, drags down Sanders and makes it a very tough 3rd and 13. Young against a 4-man rush, trying to create. Can he escape? He does, but really, really hard to make a play on the run like that. Jordan was after him again. There is a flag down. They're signaling ineligible man.
You come home after a road win like that, we should have a
be declined.
Predictions. Receiver legally downfield on the offense, number 72. That penalties decline. Fourth down. Correction, it was number 79.
So they tried the running game, but then got behind the sticks, and on 3rd and 13, slim odds of success against this group.
Yeah, it sure is, especially in terms of uncovering down the field against man coverage or zone man matchup coverage, where you're playing zone and you match up down the field. Separation is something they're going to have to address with this wide receiver core going forward.
You've been looking for Thielen, but you're right, he has not had anybody.
That's right.
Appreciate you giving me the feedback. But they're already punting it back to the Saints.
By Shaheed, drifting back to the 31-yard line. So 8:21 before halftime as Carr and the Saints go back to work trying to add to a 6-3 lead.
All right, let's get back.
Morning. I didn't send the memo.
Which undoubtedly you on film as to why some of those
Now it's still going to be hard to hear the
Shot ourselves in
interviewers,
the foot.
I mean the
you know.
reporters, because they
One guy
it's hard
here
to
or
hear
there.
on
We
their
got to
low
get
in
better
the video.
there. We can't have them into 3. Going deeper into the season, we got to get 7 points there. We're not going to be able to pull those games out if we're going to.
Jathan went down. It looks like it could be a multi-week injury. Are you okay moving forward with Debbie Howe? Or is that something you guys might have to bring another back?
We're good with what we have right now.
Carlton injury. Do you have a sense if you could be ready to play this week, or is that?
It's probably a little early to tell right now.
Always emphasize stopping the run because you've done it as well as anybody except maybe Philadelphia. I think your average is 54 yards a game. So what has been that commitment? What are the things that you guys have done to show it?
I think the guys sacrificing for each other. You know, we know what our formula is to win on defense. Stop the run and force them to be one-dimensional and get turnovers if we can. That's been good 2 weeks so far. We still got some things to shore up there. I'm not saying we've arrived, because we definitely have not, but it's a good start.
Did it freeze the performance again? Of the defensive line, particularly Logan Hall and Mike Reed, getting some more reps?
I think they're coming into their own. You know, they played hard yesterday. They got off the ball, led by Vita. Vita did some great things to free the other 2 guys.
Hold on. My freaking camera froze again. I got to restart it. God, this thing's tripping. I got so many. Jamal Williams is leaving, walking off the field.
You come home after a road win like that, we should have a lot of crew love and the fans right there, so it'll be fun.
Why not for the Bucs? Yeah. They got weapons at the right spot.
One carry in the opener.
Yeah, he's going to carry the load, and you're exactly right. Taysom Hill, you're going to see a lot more of him tonight.
Flip it short, and then Shaheed breaking a tackle. You not want to let him get going. Scoots for a first down out across the 40.
I'm telling you, if you're a defensive back and Rashid Shaheed is out there one-on-one,
Rashid
you're going,
Shaheed,
somebody come
such
help
a weird name,
Somebody
Rashid Shaheed.
Run him down inside out. You don't want to miss him to the outside.
And those are great plays for him. You cut his split down so defender can't get hands on him, and it's a little flat route. Get him the ball right now.
Who's the guy you root for? Shaheed's story is interesting. Ripped up his knee at Weber State, ruined his chance of getting drafted. You know, it took him a while to work back in. This is his first full season on the active roster, kind of promoted up from the practice squad midway last season. One look at him, you know, we got to make use of this guy's speed.
Yeah, they said last year the first 2 times we give him the football in the regular season, he scores touchdowns. So we're just like, you know, it's interesting to hear Dennis Allen saying, okay, maybe we should use this guy a little more. It was a good story.
Second and 9. Dart across the middle to the 50. Looks like he must got back help for the first time tonight.
Chris, good evening. Speaking of the first time tonight,
First snap. Deshaun Watson. Ball bobble. Up in the air. Alex Highsmith.
Oh,
Pittsburgh.
wow.
Pick 6. Good evening and welcome to the ball game, Chris.
I should have showed that.
First snap.
I should have showed that.
Wow.
That's exactly what the Steelers needed, too, especially after the performance they had
First
last
snap
week
is a pick
against
6.
the 49ers.
Ball right at midfield. They need 2 on this third down.
The
3 of 6
Steelers still
for the
got
Saints so far.
7.70.
It's been a third down Michael Thomas show so far tonight for the Saints.
32.
Thomas is off to the right. Carr's looking that direction, but the throw is behind. Thomas looking for a flag. It is Dante Jackson in coverage and his
He
foot
doesn't play this. He doesn't play
And this
this
is where
good.
the relationship's got to grow. Michael Thomas is going to push vertical, and then he's going to try to set the cornerback Jackson and slip underneath Lou. I think that's one of those examples of Derek Carr has got to get a little bit of an understanding. Michael Thomas is going to take time on that route.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, they're saying they like the matchup of his physicality, in particular when he's against Dante Jackson. Dante's played a pretty good game so far.
Thomas targeted already 8 times tonight. The other receivers just 3 combined. Fair catch made by Marsetts. 6:18 to go before the break.
Make predictions, throw them in the garbage, man. We here. Hey, I know what we coming for. I know what we coming for.
All that talk is cheap, though. Talk don't mean nothing. We still gotta put the work in. 2-0, baby. We got more work to do. 2-0, baby. 2-0. 2-0. And I got my first dub.
Hey, you buy into that hype? Yeah, you can't buy into the hype, man. We putting that work in from day one. We know what we got. They don't know what we got. That's why they saying that. But us in that locker room, us in that facility, we know the work we've been putting in since day one.
YouTube TV is the new home of NFL Sunday Ticket. Being a fan.
Morning. I didn't send the memo.
I didn't send the memo.
That's one of the heroes yesterday was Jacob. He's talking about his ability, especially late in the game, to kick you out of trouble there, and just for what he's done his first 2 weeks.
Jake was huge. I mean, from the kickoffs in the end zone to the punts and him booming them, and he was getting them to the sideline as well. So that was about as big for us as anybody yesterday. He had a heck of a ball game.
Todd, what can you say about the performance of Ryan Neal, especially playing up in the box and stopping the run?
You know, Ryan's getting a good feel now. We understanding what his strengths are, and he understanding what we expect of him. Thought he had a very active ball game yesterday. He's only going to get better from there. I think the closer he is, the better he plays. We know he can play back deep, but he can do some things like a linebacker up front, so we got to start tapping into that.
Your first touchdown was third and goal from 4. That's not usually a run. Just ask you what you like about that call and why you like the commitment for
That was all Canales right there. All the credit goes to him. They have a too high look, and we checked to something and made it a little vulnerable in the box. He believed in him. The line did a good job, and Rashad ran hard.
The rushing yards were a little bit better. I don't know if that was just because maybe they weren't stacking the box in the way they were against Minnesota, but just what did you see on the ground game yesterday?
Well, they got better. Like I said, we're going to do whatever we have to do to win the game. I'm not sitting here saying we're hell-bent on getting 150 yards rushing a game. We rushed it efficiently. That's what we're looking for. That's what we got. We'll break some, and some games we may not, but it helps us win ball games and keep time of possession, so it was good.
Next Monday, baby.
Third down was Minnesota.
Eagles and Bucks.
Third down was tough to come by.
And I took Tuesday off, so we're going to be able to watch the whole game. Dang, I just thought about that. So there's going to be no victory Monday because of the
Well, they're giving them time to throw. They're giving them
So we'll
time
have
to
to
throw.
have
The receivers
victory
got
Tuesday.
open. We had
Yeah,
a good
I
third
said
down.
it. Yeah, I said it. Victory Tuesday. Since I
For
took
a
the day
field
off.
goal.
Yeah, actually for
The
Bryce.
play fake. It's the crosser, and the catch is made by DJ Shark. We were just wondering in the break, when is the speedster going to get involved in this offense?
And I love the play
Shark
call,
is
kind of
Shark
backed
is
up
a
with Frank
speedster.
Reich. Thomas Brown, the offensive coordinator, ball fake, secure the edge with the tight end. And I love the fact that Bryce kind of flips his hips to get that ball out front.
Hey, playing that off-man coverage, Paulson and Debo, playing it outside in, and you're trying to chase a shallow crosser against a guy who has the speed that Chark has. Those are kind of play calls you need to have against single high safety man-to-man coverage.
15 yards, their longest gain tonight. Cook's been battling a hamstring injury, something that's tough for a guy who flashes his speed. Good to have him back tonight. Short gain by Sanders. What is processing?
We hear that all the time, right? So as a quarterback, you get the play call. And then the first thing is, what's the problem with the play call? Is this pressure going to hurt my protection? Is the numbers bad for our run game? Is the coverage perfect versus what my play call is? And then there's always an opportunity for the play call. Man, do I have 4 seams vertical down the field and it's cover 3 and I got a chance to rip that? That's kind of the processing, and it's how much you can handle and then apply efficiently in the shortest amount of time. That's what Bryce excels at.
2nd and 9 handoff to Sanders, who picks his way and is knocked down across the 30. Pete Warner and May on the stop, so another 3rd down.
And this is really when quarterbacks get stressed the most with that processing, because so often you're going to see some type of pressure package from the defense. You got to communicate to the offense, and then what's the coverage, what's the matchup, see things pre-snap, and then see things post.
I think by alignment here, when you have a 3rd and 5 or less, you've got to help your guys get open. If they have not been able to beat man coverage so far, you've got to run some picks, some rubs, some shallow crosses to get somebody freed up.
And look at all those bodies up at the line of scrimmage. You hear Bryce kill, kill, kill. He's changing the play, given the information of the defense.
But Hubbard back into the backfield to protect. Only a 3-man rush, and Young has some space here, a chance to scan, and puts it late across the middle. Dangerous throw. Almost intercepted as the great Marshawn Lattimore came across to break it up, and it's 4th down.
Panthers just don't have anything, man.
This is one of those simulated pressures. You got all
Their
those bodies up
offense
at the
is
line of
just
scrimmage,
so-
Lou, and then what's going to happen is both
I
those
don't know how to
linebackers,
explain it. It's
Werner and
just
Demario
so
Davis, are going to
weak.
drop. You got zone coverage, no winners that are open.
Look at that.
Yeah, they only rushed with 3, dropped with 8, drop 8 coverage. He just couldn't find the open window to get the ball to somebody.
Like their play design is just trash, bro.
Level than he was used to, and he played at a very high level of college, but just a different speed. You saw
Their route
trace of
combinations and
frustration on
play
Bryce's
designs are just
face after
bad.
that.
Like,
Cooper gets it away. Shaheed will make the fair catch at the 21. So the Saints with 4 minutes to work with for the break.
there's
Scuffle.
nothing to work with.
Yeah, that's a nice job.
Surrounded by Panthers there.
Going back to that 3rd down call, that's a nice job by Dennis Allen of changing up the call on a 3rd and short to medium.
3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, right?
Instead of going with man-to-man coverage and really trying to suffocate these receivers, he goes, hey, how about this? I'll show you man-to-man, I'll show you blitz, and then I'm going to drop out and only rush with 3 and cover with 8. That's how he does a nice job of keeping quarterbacks off balance.
And it creates a ton of doubt.
And Carr
for the play
just,
caller,
I
the
mean,
quarterback,
Carr's
for
weapons are
everybody
trash
on the
too,
offense.
though.
So minus Williams.
Olave's nice, and Rashid is like supposed to be nice.
First down, and it's going to be batted down to the line of scrimmage.
Michael Thomas is trash. They really don't got a run game like that. Their O-line's not good. And Carr is kind of, he's not, you know, he don't got no
This is
chemistry.
defensive lineman, when you can't get to the passer, stop your rush, try to time the jump, because tip passes usually lead to interception opportunities. It's a nice job out of Carolina Panthers defensive line, recognizing the situation, playing with accordingly.
He could stay on the ground. That was a very low throw. And it's Thomas making another catch and paying a price. Frankie Lavu sandwiching him along with Henderson. So 3rd down and 5.
Both of these guys' offense seems just so.
3rd down's been about 2 things for this
What's the
offense.
word I'm
One,
looking
they
for?
really
Just
struggled to
plain,
handle some
just.
of the gains and stunts.
I mean, you think
by
about like the
Carolina defense,
Dolphins'
and two,
offense, you think about
it's
the
been that
Rams, you
concerted
think about
effort to get
the
Michael Thomas the
Niners.
football.
Shoot, you even think about our offense.
You got, you know what? You got to get this guy.
Like,
get this ball to
it's
someone who
way
can
more
catch and run. They're not
explosive
gonna
than
give you
these
the ball
guys'
to the top.
offense.
You got to create some opportunities for these playmakers to run after the catch.
Late pressure, it's picked up, and Carr lofting down.
Oh my gosh. That was terrible throw by Carr. That was a terrible throw by Carr.
This Panther team tonight.
Oh my God.
Even an experienced quarterback can make a bad choice, and that looked like one of them.
Look at this.
And this is a nice job here. Let's watch Von Bell right here. Just watch him just reading the eyes as they just dropped underneath zone coverage.
Bottom.
And Derek just kind of panics in that situation and
throws
forces
it
the
to
ball into
3
heavy
people.
coverage. Look, give the Carolina Panthers defense credit as well. The calls have been mixed up, changed up.
Ain't no
It's
credit
not all
there,
about
bro.
pressure.
It was
It's not
a
all about
terrible
man coverage,
throw,
single high. They
bro.
have
Like,
changed their looks up repeatedly, and Derek has gotten very frustrated.
there was
There's
nothing.
a lot of noise there, and on the road, it's pretty well known that Carr struggles a lot more than he does at home, and throws a lot more picks away from home.
I'd love to see a shot to DJ Chark here.
Play
Both
fake on
these
first
teams.
down, and it's a crossing route. It's Thielen who's got the catch near the 20.
Both these
Nice throw
teams
by
ain't
Bryce.
scaring nobody, bro.
Lou, this is a great job. First down. They call a shot play. It's not necessarily the coverage that you ideally want. Watch Thielen push vertical, snap across, and then flatten. And Bryce throws that ball perfectly out in front.
And he beat Alontae Taylor in the nickelback on that play. If I'm the Carolina Saints defensive secondary, I'm telling Dennis Allen, I want to press these guys all day long. Do not let me, by call, have to line up off of them. You're hitting right into their hands.
You hear him kill, kill, kill. Again, he knows the defense is getting them into a good play.
Sanders trying to get the corner and wrestles free for a gain of about 3. Taylor on the edge, forcing him out.
You know what I'm saying, Chris? That's kind of like that processing. He gets the information. Hayden Hurst was outside. He sees that's man coverage.
Carr,
Okay,
that
we'll
was
change
such a
the formation.
terrible
I'm
throw
killing the
by
play.
Carr,
We
bro.
want to
That
run the
was
ball
like,
towards the nickel defender, and it gets them into a 2nd and 6, 2nd
I'm
and
telling
7.
you, Carr don't.
Nice, Mike's
I don't
able
know
to pick
what's up
that
with Carr.
Killed a lot tonight. He worked the entire play
But,
clock
like,
down. He picked up 4 in the
He
edge.
did not.
2-minute
I did
warning.
not get
The
good
Panthers
vibes from
gotta
him when he. I mean,
take the
all
lead
he
here
did was
before
talk about the
halftime.
Raiders. All he did was talk about how when he messes up, and I can't wait. I can't wait.
Let's
I
say
can't wait
you're
for
an
him
eagle
to
nesting in
lose
the land
this
of
game.
giants. Now that
He
YouTube
threw an
TV is the home of
interception,
NFL
and
Sunday
it was
Ticket,
a ugly.
you can watch up to 4
It wasn't
live
like
games
a,
at
oh
once.
man, he almost got him,
Which should make
or
everyone happy.
it wasn't like a, oh,
See
like
diving catches from the
bobbled, or it
Jaguars.
was just like you threw it over there.
Interceptions from the
Like
Saints.
the dude is covered by 3 people. There's 3 people
Sacks
around
from the
him,
Ravens.
and you lob it
And
for an
touchdowns from the
easy
Eagles.
interception. It
Being
was
a
like
fan
a
just got
bad,
easier.
just
NFL
such
Sunday
a
Ticket,
terrible
now on
throw.
YouTube.
That was such a terrible throw, bro. That was weird. Oh my God.
MMA predictions.
Morning. You know, they played hard yesterday. They got off the ball, led by Vita. Vita did some great things to free the other 2 guys up. But I think Logan's finding his niche, and Mike's playing good football right now. So if they keep getting along like that, hopefully about mid-season we should hit our stride.
Last 2 weeks, if you look at the number of players, I think
God, that was such a
impact
bad pick.
It's not
That was so
like
terrible.
1 or 2, 3 guys. I mean, it's a whole roster.
I ain't
full
gonna
of
lie,
players that
seeing
at
him
different
throw that
moments
made me feel
in these
so like,
games,
yo, we got
really
this
critical
division
moments. They've
wrapped up.
you know, stepped up and delivered.
bad.
It's just as a coach.
Our competition
what is
is
it like
bad.
to see so many different guys over the course of 2 weeks be able to all make an impact in different ways?
Our competition.
It's a credit to the guys preparing for the game, really, and the coaches getting them ready on both sides of the ball as well as special teams. So it's good to see that we can get it in different areas. And during a 17-game season, you're going to have to win different ways. It's going to have to come from different people, so we got to continue that.
Played 5 snaps less than Barrett and Joe did. Was that a concerted effort just to try and make sure you had more fresh legs out there late in the game?
It was a warm day, so, you know, we needed to get guys in and out of there, so we were trying to rotate pretty good. That was one of the spots we could afford to rotate, and we did.
A lot of snaps is the man who, you know, you would think might need a rest.
Here we go.
All right, let's
in
see
the
if
red
Bryce
zone
Young
for the
can.
Panthers.
Big
There's 2
opportunity
minutes
for
left in the
Bryce Young
second.
to put that process
Second
there.
and
We
6.
talk
They
about
got to score a
you
touchdown here,
best
man.
believe that Saints
And they
change
kick
up their
field
looks.
goal, bro. And they might
Dennis
just kick
Allen
a
getting
field
up
goal,
a
but
lot
these
of
teams
pressure,
suck.
pressing these wide receivers.
No one's thrown a touchdown yet.
Chenault in motion. Young flips it back to Sanders, and he's going to get caught up in traffic and dragged down right near the line of scrimmage. Third down coming up. Nathan Shepard blew the play up.
The Saints, one, should call a timeout because they've got 3 to preserve time in the second half. At the end of the first half, yep. So that's really good job by the Saints being prepared, because now you got 3rd and 6.
Yeah,
You're trying to preserve time for your offense.
He threw a
I think, again, this is the challenge for where Carolina is.
Oh, that reminds me. I got to get a shake and bake soundboard.
Young talent on the offensive line, but they're trying to figure out Frank Reich and Thomas Brown is number 1. What does he like play-wise? Who's the guy that he plays for? Is it Adam? Is it Miles Sanders? That's what they're trying to figure out.
Tonight, it's Ben Thielen. I tell you, you haven't heard Hayden Hurst's name. You haven't heard LaVisca Chenault's name. Terrace Marshall. All guys who are in the game right now. You see this bunch of linemen down here at the bottom of the screen. Anticipating man coverage.
Gotta be smart. You're gonna get zone coverage.
6, he about to get sacked. Oh, and he fumbles it. Oh my gosh, these teams suck. These teams suck. These teams suck, bro.
So not only do they snuff out the red zone,
Jesus, Bryce fumbles the
It
ball.
was recovered by Paulson Adebo after it was kicked around and run after for a bunch of yards.
And that's the fear right there. It's 3rd and 6 down in the red zone in the NFL, and you're going to get pressure. Tremendous job by Granderson coming over the top there. Bryce has got 2 hands on it. You're getting zone coverage. Kick that ball out.
You know what? It's the perfect play call on the part of Dennis Allen in the Saints defense, right? It's a 3rd and longer situation, medium situation. They're expecting man-to-man. They play zone. Good eyes on the quarterback. They already had they had the screen already covered.
Look at Pete Warner. He was going to scoop that thing up, but he got 75 yards to go, but he lost the hand.
You come home after a road win like that, we should have a lot of crew love and the fans right there, so it'll be fun.
Why not for the Bucs? Yeah. They got weapons at the right spot.
He's a quarterback with an offensive lineman mentality. He'll make the yards when the game is on the line.
The moment is finally here. Let's go ahead and have a business.
Coming after him, and he got clobbered from behind. Blindsiding Fields. Cousins is dead. The ball is out. And the Buccaneers have it.
All day. Keep going.
The ball toward the end zone toward Evans. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. Oh, it's picked off. Intercepted by Tampa Bay. He snagged from behind. It's Shaq Barrett.
Already 1/3 long pickup on this drive. Blitz picked up, giving Mayfield time to find Mike Evans. First catch of the day is a gain of 20, and it keeps this drive going. Much cleaner start for Baker Mayfield. The Bucs offense to the ground here. Chase Edmonds, good vision, good burst, first down. That takes the fake. Mayfield scans, lets it rip.
Inside of a minute, Saints, but there's still a couple timeouts to work with.
Man, these guys are gonna come good.
Barr swallowed up. Sacked by a 4-man rush. Justin Houston joined the front. The Saints will have to spend a timeout after a big loss.
It's Justin Houston, who's been a pro, high level for 10+ years in this league, versus Trevor Penning, the young left tackle, and he just bull rushes him low and slips underneath.
Yeah, that's a nice game that they ran off of the left side. I mean, that's just basic rush with 4, cover with 7, and defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero has done a nice job in his own right of mixing up the calls to keep Derek Carr off balance.
I think what Burns told us is that Houston's the voice of reason.
Yeah.
Why is 13th year in football, man out of Georgia. So 2nd and 17. Carr sets up and launches, but misfires. It was Olavi breaking out. He was open, but throwing to the outside.
So Derek Carr's reaction right there, there's some kind of miscommunication. Either it's the route or he put the ball in the wrong place. But you can definitely tell they weren't on the same page, because they had the field, they had it open. Something with the route and the ball location just doesn't match up.
passing game in New Orleans didn't really click in the opener until late, and not clicking so far here in the first half. 3rd and 17. And Carr swarmed again. Frankly, the Vu has been a nightmare for the Saints offense. 2nd sack for the middle backer.
Man, this is bad, bro.
This is a really good design by Carolina defensively. They got 3 guys here, so the offensive line is going to go this way. That's going to free up the linebacker right on that tailback. The right guard. You got to block me one-on-one.
Hey, you know what? As an offensive line and as an offensive coordinator, you expect to win that battle. You don't expect an inside linebacker to go ahead and just bull rush you. A guy who's supposed to be one of your best offensive linemen, and Cesar Ruiz is one of their best offensive linemen. But Frankie Louvu, that's how to bring the heat.
The Saints offensive line gave up 4 sacks in the first half a week ago, cleaned it up after halftime, and kept Carr protected. More conversations at halftime about the pass pro tonight.
6 quarters into the season, that's been a disappointing unit, I would say, pass protection-wise.
You've got to win those battles one-on-one.
They waste the opportunity after that fumble recovery. Went backwards. They lose 2 yards net on the 6 plays with those 2 sacks. Headley, disappointing punt earlier. It's a bounce and it's fielded over there by Smith-Marset.
Going to the half. 28 seconds. Just going to the half,
for Carolina.
Yeah, it's 6-3 right now,
you
bro.
probably take a knee here without having those timeouts, even if you bust a play.
It's 6-3 right now,
20 yards. These are really good reps for Bryce to get, but I think 6-3 at halftime, you feel okay. I think if I was Carolina, I'd just take a knee and go to halftime.
They're going to get the football.
I was going to say, man, this is a terrible Monday night game, but, well, no, I can't say that. I was going to say, you know, the Browns-Steelers game is just as bad, but there's still 5 minutes left in the first quarter for them, so we're about to go into the half, 6-3.
Not well received, that call by the home fans here. They came out with the excitement, but just 88 yards for Carolina offense in this first half.
Yeah, you know, you understand it's a growing process, right?
Facts.
Young.
Bro, Baker is the best quarterback in the division, and it's arguable. You know why it's arguable? Because the other guy that might be better than Baker is Kyle Trask. We got the best, and however you want to look at it, we got the best and the second best quarterback in the NFC South. This is sad. This is sad. This is just terrible, bro. I don't know. This is bad, bro. But I'm glad. Baker is arguably the best quarterback in the division. And it's only arguably the best quarterback in the division because Trask might be the best quarterback in the division. That's the only reason why we're arguing. Oh my gosh. It is sad. It is sad, man. Let's get back to Todd, man. Let's get back to Todd. Oh, the video's not even up. And you know what? They going to get that R. I don't have nothing for them. Let me switch these real quick.
Claypool couldn't hang on. It's intercepted. 2 games, 2 picks for the rookie, Christian Izien.
Big predictions, throw them in the garbage, man. We here. Hey, I know what we coming for. I know what we coming for.
All that talk is cheap, though. Talk don't mean nothing. We still got to put the work in. 2-0, baby. We got more work to do. 2-0, baby. 2-0. 2-0. And I got my first dub. Hey,
Yeah, you buy into that hype? Yeah, you can't buy into the hype, man. We putting that work in from day one. We know what we got. They don't know what we got. That's why they saying that. But us in that locker room, us on that facility, we know that we've been putting in since day one.
Morning. I didn't send the memo.
I fixed it. Oh man, aggravated catch.
Especially late in the game and kick you out of trouble there, and just for what he's done these first 2 weeks.
Jake was huge. I mean, from the kickoffs in the end zone to the punts and him booming them, and he was getting them to the sideline as well. So that was about as big for us as anybody yesterday. He had a heck of a ball game.
Performance of Ryan Neal, especially playing up in the box and stopping the run.
You know, Ryan's getting a good feel now. We understanding what his strengths are, and he understanding what we expect of him. Thought he had a very active ball game yesterday. He's only going to get better from there. I think the closer he is, the better he plays. We know he can play back deep, but he can do some things like a linebacker up front, so we got to start tapping into that. That was all Canales right there. All the credit goes to him. They have a too high look, and we checked to something and made it a little vulnerable in the box. He believed in them. The line did a good job, and Rashad ran hard.
It seemed like the rushing yards were a little bit better. I don't know if that was just because maybe they weren't stacking the box the way they were against Minnesota, but just what did you see out of the ground game yesterday?
Well, they got better. Like I said, we're going to do whatever we have to do to win the game. I'm not sitting here saying we're hell-bent on getting 150 yards rushing the game. We rushed it efficiently. That's what we're looking for. That's what we got. We'll break some. In some games we may not, but it helped us win the ball game to keep time of possession, so it was good.
This last game, third down was Minnesota. The third down was tough to come by in that first half of that game, but it seemed like you got it on the opening drive. Just what did you see that was working so well for you guys this go around on third down?
Well, they're giving them time to throw. They're giving them time to throw. The receivers got open. We had a good third down plan. The offensive guys did a great job this week executing the game plan.
There's been an upgrade in just tackling in general, open field tackling. Is that how you saw it after watching the tape with your defense?
No, that's not how I saw it. But, you know, we got some things to clean up there. We made some tackles. We missed a few that we can get better at, leaving our feet too early, but we're getting better.
Was such a problem for this offense last year, all season long.
What is like that about
two big conversions, both on throws to Mike yesterday? What's different, or what allowed you guys to click and make those conversions where you had them last year?
I don't think anything's different. We're not comparing last year as far as we're concerned in the building, but you know, we had coverages we saw and that we liked, and they gave him time to throw, and he made some good connections with Mike, so that really worked for us this ball game.
Biggest job for a quarterback is to protect the ball. You see Baker's just his maturity and the buy-in that he has. Just, you know, he was able to get you out of some sacks and some big plays too. But like, is this exactly what you want from the guy in his fifth season?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's been through a lot in 5 years. He's been through ups and downs. He knows it's not about him, it's about the team. He's been very smart with the football. Obviously, for the most part, they got away with one early, but he's been very good with the football. And if you don't turn it over, you give yourselves a chance. You know, that's important. You have to take chances, but you can't turn it over as well. He's been doing a great job at that.
For the quarter, the offense had a couple chances to get the football, potentially put the game away, but kind of had some short drives. What went wrong with the offense in that quarter?
Well, we didn't execute, and they made some plays. You know, they're going to make some plays. We just got to finish the ball game. We finished the ball game out. They've been playing great the whole game. You know, they stalled a little bit, but the defense bailed them out. They bailed the defense out some as well, so it was a good team win.
You wanted to improve in the red zone. I think you guys were like 1 for 4. What jumped out at you on film as to why some of those red zone drives kind of slowed there?
Shot ourselves in the foot, you know. There was one guy here or there. We got to get better there. We can't have them into 3. Going deeper into the season, we got to get 7 points there. We're not going to be able to pull those games out if we don't.
Chase Edmonds went down. It looks like it could be a multi-week injury. Are you okay moving forward with the depth you have, or is that something you guys might have to bring in another back?
We're good with what we have right now.
Carlton with the toe injury, did you have a sense if he could be ready to play this week, or is that?
It's probably a little early to tell right now.
Always emphasize stopping the run, but you've done it as well as anybody except maybe Philadelphia. You're just 54 yards a game. So what has been that commitment? What are the things that you guys have done to show that?
I think the guys sacrificing for each other. You know, we know what our formula is to win on defense. Stop the run and force them to be one-dimensional and get turnovers if we can. That's been good 2 weeks so far. We still got some things to shore up there. I'm not saying we've arrived, because we definitely have not, but it's a good start.
I think of the performance of the defensive line, particularly Logan Hall and Mike Green getting some more reps.
I think they're coming into their own. You know, they played hard yesterday. They got off the ball, led by Vita. Vita did some great things to free the other two guys up. But I think Logan's finding his niche, and Mike's playing good football right now. So if they keep getting along like that, hopefully about mid-season we should hit our stride.
Last 2 weeks, if you look at the number of players that have been able to make impact plays, it's not like it's 1 or 2, 3 guys. I mean, it's a whole roster.
As much as it's boring because it's 6-3, it's actually entertaining because I love seeing that both these teams are trash.
Just what is it like to see so many different guys over the course of 2 weeks be able to all make an impact in different ways?
It's a credit to the guys preparing for the game, really, and the coaches getting them ready on both sides of the ball as well as special teams. So it's good to see that we can get it in different areas. And during a 17-game season, you're going to have to win different ways. It's going to have to come from different people, so we got to continue that.
Barrett and Joe did. Was that a concerted effort just to try and make sure you had more fresh legs out there late in the game?
It was a warm day, so, you know, we needed to get guys in and out of there, so we were trying to rotate pretty good. That was one of the spots we could afford to rotate, and we did.
A lot of snaps is Giovanna, who, you know, you would think might need a rest now and then. Just can you talk about his stamina, the way he's, you know, kind of continued to grow into this leader and kind of lead that group in the defense line?
Yeah, and he's grown into a great leadership role. He got off the ball yesterday quite a few times. He had a heck of a ball game. He kind of closed down the middle of the field for us. He got pressure in the passing game. And his stamina as he continues to run for it's still really unbelievable to look at, but tough, and he's our anchor.
React, but to start the season off too. The last 3 years, the talk around this team revolves so heavily around the one guy, fair or not. I guess just for you, what has it meant? I guess everyone around can now see a team full of winners.
Why not for the Bucs? Yeah. They got weapons at the right spot.
He's a quarterback with an offensive lineman mentality. He'll make the yards when the game is on the line.
getting this setup better and better. It's been a while since I've been on this setup. Leave it on. Oh man, this is awesome. This is awesome.
The moment is finally here. Let's go ahead and handle business.
Coming after him, he got clobbered from behind. Blindsiding Fields.
Cousins is dead. The ball is out. And the Buccaneers have it.
All day. Keep going. The ball toward the end zone toward Evan. He makes Mike Evans.
It's picked off. Intercepted by Tampa Bay.
He snagged from behind. It's Shaq Barrett.
Scoring position.
All right, back.
We'll get to Derek Carr and his first half struggles when the Saints get the football because the veteran has looked frustrated tonight. Not what he envisioned here. Sailed over his head. So process, we talked all about it. How would you grade him in the first half?
It's being challenged by some of these simulated pressures. 6 guys up at the line of scrimmage. They drop out. They're playing man coverage. Multiple eyes on Bryce Young. Really trying to minimize that creativity. Very similar look. Davis and Werner walked up there. Are they coming? No. They're going to drop out. It's 3rd and 3. 8 guys dropped in coverage to Lewis's point before. And they're not allowing some of that unique talent that Bryce has to go create post-snap to really be a part of the football game. And then Granderson, Bryce hangs on for it too long. There's the dead man zone. Once you leave the pocket to force that fumble late in the first half.
Not much help from the running game. Sanders had 13 yards in his first carry since then. About 12 on the next 7.
Chris, Frank Reich's message to Bryce Young at halftime was, look, we're fine. We feel great. We're only down 3 at this point with all the mistakes we made offensively in that first half. He said, when we're in phase, when we're on time, when things are clicking, Bryce Young looks great. We've got to do more of that instead of these 1st and 15s, 1st and 20s. He said, get more manageable down, stop making mistakes. This offense will move.
4 penalties in the first half. That's a very positive spin.
He's been there and done that.
Pitch to the edge. And that's the first touch tonight for Mingo and the rookie from Ole Miss, the 2nd-round pick. Absolutely nothing.
Here we are in the situation that Frank Reich just said they want to stay out of. 3rd and longer situation where now this pass rush can get after the passer, and if you're Dennis Allen, you got to decide right now, like, what kind of call do I want to come up with? Do I want to show anything at the line of scrimmage, or I want to play 2-man?
Here they come.
Chuba Hubbard is the back.
There's those backers up in the line of scrimmage again.
2-man.
Young holding the ball. Swallowed. He comes loose again. Not loose for a second time. Ryan Brzee knocked it loose. And it's another strip sack for this Saints defense. This time, they'll take over in scoring position.
That's terrible, bro.
Man, a lot of success in this stadium, winning ACC championship with Clemson.
How do you let that happen?
Is someone who
There's just so much time.
2 weeks of the regular season. He looks in shape. He looks athletic. He's quick on the ball.
There's a flag on this play. To sort this out very late. Looks like the Panthers are going to retain possession once they get a ruling here from Scott Novak. There was no explanation given.
I think they got Paulson Adebo.
So instead of the strip sack, and Saints being set up inside the 15, it's a first down at the 31.
Oh my God, this is great. I love this game. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a whole bunch of bad play.
Take a shot. And now just checks it down. A low throw. Hubbard goes down and gets it. And
It's just a whole bunch of bad play.
A lot of space over there on the right side, and they do pick up a first down.
Chris, I think they should run this type of concept
I love
6 to 8
this
times in this
game.
second half. The play action
It's
pass.
just
1, help with protection. 2, usually the pass concept is a 3-level one. So there's a deep ball, an intermediate ball, and then a check down. I think that's going to help everybody on this offense, and certainly Bryce get into a little bit of rhythm.
Still waiting some clarity on that penalty that was called that took away the strip sack and gave Carolina the football back. We'll pass it along when we get it.
They don't even know why the Panthers got the ball back. That's crazy.
Meantime, play clock running down here for Bryce, who snaps it. Retreats and lofts downfield. It's over the head of Adam Thielen, who was running in front of Taylor.
It's a nice route by Adam Thielen, one-on-one with Delonte. He faked it like he was going to the post, then broke it back outside to the 7.
Now we have a look at Paulson Adebo and the penalty called to take away that strip sack. He's got a hold of Chark there. Wow, so something that was like about 30 yards away from where the sack was taking place.
Wow.
Nullifies the takeaway. And that's the first penalty for New Orleans, an extremely costly one. The second down run for Laviska Shenault, who lines up in the backfield and physically bangs forward for about 8. He can do a lot of different things, and that's one of them.
I would love for them to use Laviska his way a little bit more, as a back almost.
Dan, we saw him run by us down the field pregame, and I was like, do you see his calves?
Yeah.
Do you see how he's looking together? Yeah, absolutely. That's another weapon that you have got to utilize. They showed some real cool looks with him week 1.
I think, again, you're going to get these simulated pressure looks if you're the Carolina offense. I love this empty set. They're gathering information. Demario Davis, bottom of the screen, matched up on Miles Sanders. You got man. We need to get running away from the defense.
Sanders given a lot of space. Young's not looking that way. And it's another overthrow going down the sideline, trying to get Mingo involved a couple of times here. Just missed it.
Man.
They're trying to get a pick. It's a fantastic job by Paulson Adebo, 29 on Mingo, just getting on that back hip. There's a little tug there.
Yeah, this has been the case with the Carolina Panthers offense through 2 weeks. The outside route, the routes outside the numbers, they have just not been in sync. They've had some nice completions between the numbers, both week 1 and now, but it's the outside deep shots down the field. It's been a common theme. They have just not been on the same page.
How good is that Saints defense at disrupting timing? Very physical at the line of scrimmage. Hecker trying to pin the Saints back, and it will bounce beautifully and be down right there inside the 5-yard line. And that's Sam Franklin, the gunner,
Here
who
comes
made the play.
I'm not gonna lie.
When you can save on Target's good and gather.
I'm sitting here
groceries
watching
and all the
this,
fall flavors.
and I'm
The
like,
quality
man,
ingredients bring more to the table.
Panthers are
And when you're
trash.
serving up taste they love at
Price
low
is
prices,
not good right now.
that's totally Target.
They're gonna lose this game.
Oh, it's about
And then
to
they
be a party
punt
here.
it.
BetMGM's got
And then
all
I'm
the
like,
sports
all right.
betting in one
Oh
place.
my
And
gosh,
it's
it's
live,
Derek
baby.
Carr. I forgot. He's been playing that too.
Put
This
those
is
money lines in real time.
this game is crazy.
Winners as they happen. Overs hitting in extra innings. Live is where the action is at. Now we got these people a promo. There it is.
What is going on with the NFL? This Cleveland game is looking just as bad too.
This is not laptop country. That's not to say technology doesn't have its place, even here. At Ariat, we make boots and workwear with an eye to how technology can improve your day.
It's been so long since I've seen you. You guys should come over and watch the game again this Sunday. We would love that.
You said you didn't want to watch the game with me.
What? No, I didn't, sweetie.
You said they never stop talking.
Girl, I never said that. She just be making stuff up. We don't need to see the replay. Use ticket.
This What Really Happened replay is brought to you by Progressive. One thing no one would challenge, saving money when you bundled home and auto with Progressive.
Where is that?
This is hilarious,
Week
bro.
3 kicks off with Thursday Night Football starting at 8:15 p.m. Eastern on Prime Video. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
All right, a lot going on in Pittsburgh. Olszewski will make the catch initially. Denzel Ward with a hit. Grant Delpit picks it up. He's on the move, and then ball's out. Cleveland ball. It's the second quarter in Pittsburgh, we're pretty sure. Chris?
Thanks for sorting that out, Scott. Meantime
Let's see how
Derek Carr lined up in the end zone. Crowd making a whole bunch of noise as he's on the move, looking for something. He was getting chased and had to just airmail it. This crowd trying to spur on this Panthers defense and continue what's been a very tough night for Derek Carr so far.
Yeah, to give credit to Ejiro Evero, the defensive coordinator of the Carolina Panthers. He is also playing to eliminate explosives and make Derek Carr and this Saints offense drive the length of the field. Your percentages of having success go up dramatically the longer an offense has to stay on the field. They just have not been able to spring one of their big playmakers down the field yet.
Under center now. Are crowding the line. Hand off to Jones. He's going to have to go tonight. Jamal Williams lost to a hamstring injury in the first half. They're very, very thin at running back. LeBou has been a nightmare. Brian Burns combined on that stop.
They are just attacking the line of scrimmage. The linebackers are, and the defensive front four really getting after the Saints offensive line, both in the run game and with their pass rush so far.
Pittsburgh over Cleveland. You can see that over in ABC.
We're showing the Cleveland game too. That's how bad this game is. But that game's not as good. That game's just as bad.
But no way to escape. It's Shaheed over there. There's a flag down right where Shaheed was brought down.
Kirkwood on a block in the back.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
There is no foul for offensive pass interference. It's 4th down. Need 40 seconds on the play clock.
This game is going to end 6-3.
The punt pinned it back in a furious.
This game is going to end 6-3.
Downhill, force a punt.
You know, when we came and talked to the defense and talked to Von Bell, came over from Cincinnati, he's been a part of championship games. Why? And he was like, I've been wanting to play with this defense and watch Brian Burns and Derek Brown and Shaq Thompson run around. I wanted to be a part of that.
Burrow coming over from the Broncos.
Chris, he's a future head
Players
coach.
love this guy.
He's a future head coach.
Great teacher, very detail-oriented. And they are playing inspired for him. High punt fielded by Marset. And scoots ahead, knocked down at the 41. And so plus territory for Bryce Young and this offense, see if they can get him going. Lonnie Johnson Jr. the tackle after a 12-yard return.
I was sent down from Washington, D.C. to see about these murders. Gee, what about them? Sure he's doing it.
So many Osage are killed for the oil.
We have so many.
Where we at?
Special team, so it's good to see that we can get it in different areas, and during a 17-game season you're gonna have to win different ways. It's gonna have to come from different people, so we got to continue that.
Gary.
Joe did. Was that a concerted effort just to try and make sure you had more fresh legs out there late in the game?
It was a warm day, so we needed to get guys in and out of there. So we were trying to rotate pretty good. That was one of the spots we could afford to rotate, and we did.
A lot of snaps is B-Van, who you would think might need a rest now and then. Just can you talk about his stamina, the way he's kind of continued to grow into this leader and kind of lead that group in the defensive line.
Again, he's grown into a great leadership role. He got off the ball yesterday quite a few times. He had a heck of a ball game. He kind of closed down the middle of the field for us. He got pressure in the passing game. And his stamina as he continues to run for a guy that size is still really unbelievable to look at. But he plays hard, he plays tough, and he's our anchor.
React, but to start the season off 2-0, and let's face it, the last 3 years, the talk around this team revolves so heavily around one guy. They're not. I guess just for you, what has it meant?
Getting carted off.
I guess everyone around can now see that this is a team full of winners. It wasn't just one guy the last 3 years. Like, this is a team full of winning coaches, players, front office. What does that mean to you?
Well, even when we had the guy, it was a team full of winners, so it's no different for us. We don't feel any differently in the building. We set our own expectations, and that's all we go by. I think the minute you start performing to other people's expectations, you start letting yourself down and letting everybody else down. We have a belief in this building. We have confidence in this building. We've had winners in this building the past few years. That has not changed. People have changed, but that has not changed.
Got to get something out of this one.
And so often, like, this is the opportunity an offense tries to take the shot. I would love to see them get Bryce outside of the pocket and maybe Lou on second down. This be the opportunity to try and push the ball downfield.
Dennis Allen is thinking the same thing. He's the oldest philosophical belief in the book.
Sanders, just not much in the middle tonight. That first run, the Saints have smothered the feature tailback. Got a yard there.
This front seven is as good as it gets.
No, it's not.
Because they can play two safeties and stop the run.
And that's exactly what they had right there. They're playing for the shot. They know plus territory, sudden change. Let's play for that. Now you got second and long again.
So reshuffled Panthers offensive line. They have not been able to create much space. And they've been harassed by the pass rush too.
Getting zone coverage here. Bryce has got to use his eyes, get the ball out quick.
He does cross the middle, but it's incomplete. Was Mingo targeted him 3 times. Couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that Mingo's just going to have to make, especially against a split safety look. When you see these two safeties right here, corner gives him an inside release. Bryce Young puts it on him. You got to convert in those situations.
Against this defense, Lou, and say, you're only going to get so many opportunities. You got the right call versus the coverage.
Exactly. Split safety look, attack the middle of the field because it's open. You just got to convert. You got to make those catches.
6 straight third downs. Panthers have failed to convert.
Yeah, he's talking to the back what the protection responsibilities are.
Pressure comes. Young has space. Escapes. And dives forward. Doesn't slide. And picks up the first down with that scramble.
It doesn't. It's going to be short.
He knew a slide was going to leave him short. And they moved the sticks with his feet.
You see right there, Paulson Adebo decides not to try and put a shot on him.
Short.
That's close, man.
That knee looks down right there.
See if Dennis Allen chooses to
I think if you're Dennis Allen, you got to challenge that.
That's short. I mean, he's still there it goes.
I wish Dennis Allen did.
It's going to be 4th down at about a half yard if the ball is slided where we see it.
And you're Carolina, you're going for it. If you kind of have 4th down and Dennis Allen and the Saints win this challenge and you're Frank Reich, we're going for this.
New Orleans is challenging and ruling on the field of a first down.
So you feel like it's an easy decision, but the play call doesn't feel easy against this group.
I think that's where you decide, look, running the football, it's kind of been hit or miss. Do you really want to try and run the football? I think here you get him on the perimeter, right? I totally agree.
The ball is going to be at the 31.5 yard line. It'll be second.
That's second.
It's third down.
Panthers would love for it to be second. Lou, to your point, like, one great challenge by Dennis Allen, his staff. I think this is when
Another broke out. It's pretty clear from that side angle that the knee goes down. So fourth down and about half a yard.
do you do the push? Do you do the Philadelphia Eagle push here where everyone just gets behind the quarterback and push them? I think that, or you're trying to create some type of movement, chaos, shift of formation, and let Bryce be a decision maker.
You want to put Young in that scrum, though?
I
Hit
think
from all
Is
sides.
it the push or the lift? You just kind of lift and throw him over the line of scrimmage.
Hey, give me Hayden Hurst.
Oh, you see who's coming in.
I think we know the
Andy
play.
Dalton.
So Andy Dalton, a 35-year-old, 13 years former Saint, who took over last year as the starter when Jameis Winston was hurt, comes in to try to move it a half a yard against his old team. Sanders behind him.
Wow.
Saints say that the front flinched, and they're right. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh my. Oh.
Cade Mays, the guard.
Now it's a field goal for Carolina.
Two teams are trash.
Yeah, Cade Mays right here to the right of Andy Dalton, the right guard.
Inserted into the lineup. They've had some injury issues.
Different cadence for the new quarterback, perhaps, if you want to make an excuse, but there really is
right. I mean,
no excuse.
Yeah, you know when the ball's being snapped, so there's never any excuse.
So Piñeiro, who knocked it through easily from 52, now steps back a couple of yards for his career-long attempt from 54.
Miss it.
And for the second time from distance, he drives it through. But for the second time tonight, the Panthers begin in plus territory and can't find the end zone. Tied at 6.
All right, homie, fantasy draft time. Wait, we're doing this in person? This will be great. Yeah, sure. Let's all go to Gary's house. Gary can host us. Big, what's the dip I can make with what's in my fridge? Baked cheesy cauliflower dip. That sounds amazing. Bing, what's a fantasy football team name that uses cauliflower? California Dreamin'. That's a top play. Homie, no!
I love Thomas's English muffins. They really help me make the most of my morning.
Oh man, I'm loving it.
What about with, such a vast roster turnover? Look at all the, and we talked about the number of rookies that made this team, the undrafted rookies that you're counting on, going from being one of the oldest teams in the NFL to one of the youngest. To get those guys all ready to play, just what's key to be able to do that, to be able to absorb that much change.
Well, them being able to learn and attention to detail, the coaches being able to get the information to them. You know, it's a group effort here. We don't win alone, we don't lose alone. I think those guys, I told you they could play before. Good thing having young legs, they can practice every day. Older guys, you have to rest more. So they're eager, they're very good football players. We just got to give them the right information.
Against the Eagles, who were in the Super Bowl a year ago, the quarterbacks seem to be growing every week. Just talk about the Eagles and just what you face on both sides.
Very talented team, very well coached. Like you said, they were in the Super Bowl last year. We've been in that situation. They got talent at every level on both sides of the ball, so we're going to have to use everybody to try and win this ball game. It's not going to come from one or two groups. It's going to have to be individual play. It's going to have to be group play, and we're going to have to be very sound.
He just said that he thought it really helped the defensive line that Cephas Johnson got to simulate Justin Fields in practice last week. Has he helped you in terms of giving you somebody that can sim not only a quarterback but a big receiver if you need to?
He was perfect last week as far as Justin Fields concerned, and he's played quarterback, so it really helped us. He got us in a lot of situations and got us ready, and he got a realistic look at it. Obviously, he can't be Justin, but he was close to it and got everybody on alert as far as taking the ball and running and scrambling with it and making sure our rush lanes were fine.
Hurts this week?
A little bit. You know, they're different type players, but a little bit. They both can run and throw, so we'll see.
What was your message to the team after that victory coming into this week?
It was a good win. You enjoy it. 24-hour rule. Forget about it. We know we got a big game Monday night. We just got to get ready for that one.
With 2 weeks now with Dave Canales, just what you're kind of getting out of him, out of Baker, that combination with the offense, this is what you envisioned, I guess, right? When you hired him, when you hired a guy that you didn't know previously before the interview process.
I don't think you have to know anybody to know football. If you know football, you know what you're doing. You can get a feel for people real quick. I think Dave's doing a great job. It's week 2. We got a lot of room to grow on offense. We got a lot of room to grow all the way around. We won 2 ball games. We know it can go south real quick. I think he's doing a very good job week to week going in there. Our job is to score more points than the other teams. We've done that for 2 weeks.
Changed up the look, and you see again, they are just assaulting the pocket left and right. Frankie Luvu running over Cesar Ruiz. I mean, it's been a spirited performance on the part of the Carolina Panthers defense. And as you see here, 9-10 left in the third, we're tied at 6-6, which I don't think many people expected.
See if they can clean up the protection. They were able to do it in the opening victory. Carr quickly delivers to Olave. That was on Trevor Penning, the left tackle. He was the focal point. It's been spread around tonight. You can't put this on Penning.
Yeah, Trevor Penning has played significantly better tonight than he did last week. I think they learned in the second half, help him a little bit, bring some chips and some bodies next to him. But then there's been other aspects. Lewis pointed out, Ruiz has been hurt. McCoy has been attacked a little bit tonight. The backs have been blitzed. And so it's like one guy is taking a turn on each play for the Saints.
2nd and 7. Jones as a flag flies. He stopped after a short game. This is about the last thing that Carr on the offense needed. This is going to be a hold.
Self-inflicted wounds, Chris. And that just leads to frustration.
Offense number 80. That's a 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Didn't have a penalty in the first half. There was the penalty in the secondary that negated the strip sack, which would have set the Saints up inside the 15, and now way behind the sticks here.
Derek Carr has been in these situations so many times in his career. This is one of those reasons why they brought him here. Tight game in the second half.
Tweeted, this defense is so fun to be a part of. I'm stupid for trying to lead young, fast, physical steppers.
And quick decision making, right? He has much comfort back there.
Got Michael Thomas on the linebacker.
They throw a flag in. I believe it's going to be on Carolina. That was Brian Burns kind of in a sprinter stance trying to get the offensive line to flinch.
It's a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
They've kind of contained Burns. We thought, based on his performance last week, that he might be in for another big night tonight. Hasn't been his name we've been calling, really.
But real quick, for me, why is that a flag? The ball wasn't snapped and no one on the offense reacted.
Get back 5 of the yards, so 2nd and 12.
Still got Michael Thomas on a linebacker if you want it now.
Hands it off inside, and Jones had some space, just got tripped up by Deshaun Williams to prevent a bigger gain. And 3rd and very long.
I think if I was Pete Carmichael and knowing how much my offensive line has struggled tonight to pick up some of the pressures, this might be one of those opportunities where you try to call the screen, think Carolina's going to bring so many people, and you get the ball out with numbers advantage.
Keep Prentice in for pass protection. Panthers rush 5. Carr steps up and delivers downfield. Get him a 50-50 ball. What a catch by Olave. Battling Von Bell all the way down the sidelines. It was Buckeye versus Buckeye, and the receiver wins this one. Look at this grab. Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I think this is against C.J. Henderson, but I'll tell you what, that right there, that's the shot play that may ignite them. Yeah, because that's exactly what they needed.
2 weeks ago, Garrett Wilson has the great one, the ex-Buckeye, and then Chris Olave.
Carr flips it in the flat. And wrestled out of bounds at the 25 is Juwan Johnson. This is spectacular.
It's unbelievable. Look, he's got his left arm, he's got his right arm. CJ's holding his right arm. He can't get 2 hands up. And just look at that. If you could zoom in on his eyes, you could best believe they were as big as saucers. He's locked in on that ball.
I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that he gets the hand on it or the fact that he catches the second tip and protects it from hitting the ground.
Yeah, I mean, he has one arm pinned behind his back.
That's one of the best catches we'll see in the NFL this year.
I see you, Chris Olave. I see you.
Taysom Hill back at quarterback, handing off inside to Jones. Henderson gave up a deep shot to Kyle Pitts late in the game against Atlanta, and it was a play that nice throw by Ritter, but really set Atlanta up for a touchdown. Eventually put that game away. Again, we've talked about Henderson. A lot at stake this year.
Yep.
Look, he battled, but ultimately got beat.
Hey, the best wide receivers in the NFL will tell you, in order to really show that you're that dude, when it's one-on-one on the outside and everyone knows that you're going to you, can you still make the catch? Chris Olave is turning into that dude.
They should run the football here. 2 safeties for Carolina.
3rd and 2. It's a pitch to Jones, and Jones lowers his shoulder and runs over a man. It was Woods, and it's first down.
Hey, I've been there, bro. I've been there. When that running back gets his shoulder squared to the line of scrimmage, and you see that alley open up, you're going, well, let me buckle up, and boom. Just stay in there, boy. Stay in there that way. Dennis Allen loves it. That's pro football right there at its finest.
You're going to get a pass option, quick stick routes, and then Taysom's going to be quarterback draw if it's there.
So look, fires short, and the catch is made by Johnson underneath. So you see him as a runner, handed off once, and now throws a pass for the first time.
Lewis called it. The shot to Chris kind of has generated some flow for this offense. And then the toss on 3rd and short. You bring in Taysom Hill. He's really running that PRO. He could throw it if he wants. He could take off the quarterback draw if they cover it.
You see a little more bounce in their step across the board. You know, hey, Tony Jones comes in, delivers the boom on Xavier Woods. Taysom doing his thing. Everybody feels a little bit more confident, but if you're Carolina Panthers, you got to stiffen up here.
Physical run to first down. Jones knocked down there. It'll be a fresh set of downs here.
The story of the Saints season so far has been this offense has gotten down into the red zone and has not found ways to score touchdowns.
What did Derek Carr say? It's always something. It's something different every time when they bog down as to why they don't convert.
I think Pete Carmichael thought they got a first down.
I did too. They spotted it back, and it's going to be 3rd and a yard. See about a foot. And Jones blasts forward, barreling down to the 1, and now the Saints using some power football on the doorstep.
This time it's Von Bell who gets a taste of Tony Jones' power. Look, I'm telling you, this game is about emotion. It's about confidence. It's about momentum swings, and you feel it right now.
2 trash
with the
teams
Saints
going at
offense.
each other.
Chris Olave sparked it. Tony Jones just said, hey, that's okay. No Jamal Williams. I'll handle it.
And this is an easy situation for me if I'm the Saints. We're running the football for the next 3 downs, and I'm going to challenge my offensive line behind our tight ends on the left side.
Remember, no Shaq Thompson in this football game.
Jones. No signal. Touchdown. He powers in, and the Saints score tonight's first touchdown. A 75-yard drive in 10 plays. Took more than 6 minutes, but Chris Olave's brilliant one-handed catch. You guys said it was the play that has sparked and certainly energized this offense.
It's a good job by this offensive line. Look at the double teams. Just getting punched. Trevor Penning straining from the backside. And really, Lou, for me, it's Tony Jones just putting his head down and realizing no side to side.
That's right.
Get in the end zone.
He's a big boy now. That's 5'11", 2 1/4 coming at you.
Yeah.
When you come at somebody like that with a head of steam.
And give him the football, by the way. It's Jones' first NFL touchdown. The guy who was called up from the practice squad earlier and had just 1 carry a week ago. But again, with the injury to Jamal Williams, Tony Jones has become feature part of this running game. Saints on top by a touch thanks to this incredible grab by the brilliant second-year receiver from Ohio State.
So sad.
I hurt my back.
So sad to see Carr get punched off of that play. Like, those guys have fallen so far from That's it. Let's watch some good football. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You come home after a road win like that, we should have a lot of crew love and the fans
No,
right
say
there,
some
so
real
it'll be
football.
fun.
Why not? They got weapons at the right spot.
He's a quarterback with an offensive lineman mentality. He'll make the yards when the game is on the line.
The moment is finally here. Let's go ahead and have a finish.
Coming after him, he got clobbered from behind. Blindsiding Fields.
Cousins is dead. The ball is out. And the Buccaneers have it.
All day. Keep going.
Ball toward the end zone toward Evans. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans.
It's picked off. Intercepted by Tampa Bay.
He snagged from behind. It's Shaq Barrett.
don't it feel good? I see we only got one person watching me still. It's all good. We only have one person watching me. It's probably my baby mama. What was I saying? Doesn't it feel good that... What is this? Hold on.
You'll see the same action that's happening on the field, but in a whole new way. Join Buzz, Woody, and all their friends Sunday, October 1st at 9:30 a.m. on ESPN+.
Huh. That's interesting.
Welcome back at 11-10 is the score in
Doesn't it
Pittsburgh.
feel good that our team
Olave
can play football?
Just
Like,
a
we
brilliant
can play
play.
football.
What a great catch,
We're not
man.
in a situation the same.
My description is he gets
the
open
Panthers.
without
I
fooling
don't
the
even know
quarterback.
how
He
they
was
got
open.
there.
That was just pure
I don't
athletic
even know how
ability
they got there.
and staying with it.
Dennis Allen. Well,
Sail in. Back in 30 seconds after a word from Nissan.
I used to watch the Heisman House every year on TV. I'd always wonder, is it real? It's very real.
Take a little bit more up top.
Now that I've been here a while, it's a lot like campus. We have roommates.
Hey, Caleb, just try and keep it down. It's nap time.
Of course, there's a gym.
10. All right, people, here we go. Looking good, RG3. You're looking good, RG3.
Yeah, so it's a lot like
We're doing a tiki-talk.
just like campus.
He's got the keys to the Heisman House and the keys to this offense, but it's been tough to get the car out of the driveway and moving. And so now Bryce Young will have to respond. Top draft pick in his home opener, down by 7, late third.
At some point, they're going to have to take a shot downfield on early downs.
it's crazy how
This might be it, although he's harassed and it's going to be knocked down.
that should be a fun.
Threw the ball late. Nathan Shepard
What is
had the
he doing?
strength
Bryce
to get
is
him down
like
just by
just-
reaching up.
Like,
and
Bryce is
grabbing him
doing a
in the
lot
back.
of bad things. Like,
There's nothing better.
I'm going to call that a sack.
Down before he threw the ball, second down.
that was like,
There's nothing better than when you can just rush with 4, or even rush with 3 and play drop 8 and still affect the passer in terms of his timing and rhythm. But to your point, Dan, not only do they have to take some shots, I think they need to scheme up all this zone coverage that they're seeing, this 2-high safety. They have to scheme up some inside breaking stuff in the middle of the field where it's open, which is where Bryce excels anyway.
Third sack makes it 2nd and 16, and there's a low throw from Mingo. Beginning to be some grumbling from the fans here. Fry with a lot of energy and have not seen what they hope for from this offense.
Patience. You know, it's going to be hard. Frank Reich has said that. Bryce is aware of it. Not that he's going to have to accept it, but this is going to be a difficult journey. Right now, they're playing against one of the best defenses in the NFL, and everything is difficult. They give you no completion.
Right there, they were trying to get the inbreaker right there, the high-low concept, just weren't able to execute it.
You got to be smart with your play call here. Make sure you're not putting him in a tough spot.
4-man rush. Young checks it down to Hubbard. Long way to go, and he'll be tracked down at the 30 by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So that's our 8th possession, excluding the kneel down. Just 6 first downs tonight.
And this defense for New Orleans is going to make a lot of teams look like this. Maybe not this suffocating, but for a defense, they don't give you any completions. They stress every single play for a quarterback and for a rookie. You're trying to find who is open, who can I get the ball to in 2 seconds. And this is one of those moments, just as a young player, you've got to bank and learn from in the future. You're still in this football game, but this is a learning experience.
A very big series for the Panthers defense now, trying to keep it at 7. Got near Hecker, who delivers a nice boot. He has to backpedal back inside the 20 to make that fair catch. We talked about Derek Carr's frustrations. What could they create downfield? Well, he just gave Olave a chance to make a play, and boy, did he with one hand beating Henderson.
Yeah, shout out Brian Hartline, Ohio State, man. You guys keep churning out those wide receivers. Those guys are ballers. And then, hey, look, Tony Jones. Hey, man, Xavier, just get lower next time. But he has really, that catch really smart there, this offensive line. And just look at Tony Jones. He's saying, look, I'm going to take this opportunity. Until Alvin Kamara gets back, maybe I'm the guy.
And the Saints were at their best, Lou, when they would run the football. And they were capable of doing it. And everything kind of was built off that under Sean Payton and Drew Brees. That looked a little bit like the pass for their offense.
Jones on first down. You can see what it's taken. A tremendous catch by one of the more talented receivers in the league. Just to complete a downfield shot tonight again for either offense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes it's like that, right? I mean, you just have to take your chances and say, who's our best guy, our best 50-50 ball guy, and let's let him just make a play. We can't just sit here tonight and dink and dunk because we haven't had any success doing that.
I'm shocked that the Saints have not utilized more play-action pass to try to create some chunks.
Well, he only had 14 yards on his first 3 catches tonight before that 42-yarder.
You're going to get single high safety here so he can work perimeter.
Shaheed has to become a factor at some point. He's just too good not to.
Carr on the move, scans and flips it to Olave, who made a long route, got open and collected the football out near the 40.
Hey, this is incredible by Chris Olave. Scrape across the formation. Look at that. He gets 3 in, Lou.
The speed coming out of the break, I'm telling you right now, Troy Hill was like, where'd he go?
Playing quick, so they couldn't take a look at that. It looked like a clean catch, but the Saints didn't want to take any chances.
Yeah.
The ball was batted down.
Smart game management. But I tell you, Chris Olave, he's on it right now.
Yeah.
If you can ever just zero in on his route running, he is smooth like water. I mean, this kid can get after it. He makes every route look the same. You can't tell, is he really going full speed or not? Next thing you know, he's behind you.
Also moving around. He's wide, he's in the slot. He's a problem all season long for Saints opponents. Shaheed is in motion, and Joe's going to take off and bang downhill. This physical approach in the Saints offense continues. It moved to 6 to the 50.
There's your number 2 running back for the night.
It's that same play, right? Shaheed motion, Taysom either kicks it to him or he becomes the runner.
And the third.
Saints on the move, on the road, up 7. Final quarter from Charlotte coming up.
Let me get some water. Leave you guys with this.
Already 1/3 long pickup on this drive. Blitz picked up, giving Mayfield time to find Mike Evans. First catch of the day is a gain of 20, and it keeps this drive going. Much cleaner start for Baker Mayfield and the Bucs offense. To the ground here, Chase Edmonds, good vision, good burst, first down. That takes the fake. Mayfield scans, lets it rip right into a window for Godwin. Came loose at the back end there. So the Bears from midfield. Fields is under pressure. Shaquille Barrett gets to him. Velus Jones seeing his first action of the year. He's got it here with nowhere to go. The Bucs all over it. 3rd and 13. Bucs showing pressure. Bringing only 4. Fields with time. Runs out and goes down with the flag down. Shaquille Barrett and Mike Green both got there. Eventually somebody was good. Baker Mayfield off play action on first down. Looking long into coverage, but he's got Evans who pushed off to get free. There is no flag. Mike Evans inside the 20, inside the 10. First down and goal. A 60-yard play where he might have gotten away with a push-off. Third down and goal. To the ground, straight ahead. It's White. On his way to the end zone for the touchdown. How about that? The Bucs on third and goal.
Tough block as Justin Jones really kind of stunted across. You see him right there flash. Carried him all the way across to the left side of the line of scrimmage.
I gotta find my shaky bait.
Oh, come on now, Ricky. Even with a healthy arm, you don't have a chance against Jones Gerard.
All right, fellas, you heard the man. Get the car off. Let's go. Go get it off.
What's going on?
Soon you will know what it's like to be defeated by the hands of somebody who is truly better than you. As William Blake wrote, the cutworm forgives the plow.
Well, let me just quote the late, great Colonel Sanders. He said, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
He said, go to do with this.
I got a message for all of them, right? Shake and bake.
What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened.
What is that, a catchphrase or is that epilepsy? Shake and bake.
What?
Shake and bake. Listen, you better be careful because tomorrow you're going to get beaten. Beaten real bad, cowboy.
Really?
Yes!
And I want to know. That's good to me.
Tomorrow you're going to be
I'm going to screw you into. This going to be. I play for keeps. I play for keeps.
I give you one option, Mr. Bobby. As a sign of humility, if you kiss me on the lips now, I will return to Paris and you will never see me again in NASCAR.
The answer is never. Do you hear me?
Ever.
Never. Yeah.
What? Let me tell you. Hold on.
Shake and bake.
Yeah. What does that mean?
It makes no sense, so to shake and bake is nonsense.
Hey, baby.
Thanks, Carl. Yeah, you could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough.
It fires me up, man.
I love it. Say it one more time.
Shake and bake.
Does that feel good?
Yeah, it rhymes. They're both verbs.
Awesome.
It rhymes in both verbs.
John Gerard started from the pole and is out to a big lead. As you know, Bill, he's been doing that all year.
Where are you, Ricky Bobby? Come face your destroyer. Come face your destroyer.
Hey, now you should pay attention. I think he's passing you. Is Ricky passing me in my subconscious? No, he's actually passing you. That's happening right now.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing quite well.
But Gerard's gonna block the whole track. Man, he's scary good.
Ah, Ricky Bobby. Now we shall dance. And yes, it will be a slow
I
jam.
think this should be 4-down territory. The defense has been absolutely dominant. I still think they can run the football in this situation.
And this offensive line's been leaning on this front for Carolina.
Subway's now slicing their meats fresh. Now available at Subway.
Blaming Aldo Jr. to drive.
One thing always for the drivers out there, if you smell a delicious, crispy smell after the race, it's not your tailpipe, it's a little bit of shake, and then
internal stunt. You're going to
fake. Shake it back. That's what you got.
Get used to hearing patience. The back goes to pick it up, and then Grugier Hill is unblocked. That's why
I gotta do both
you've been
of those.
dominated in those situations if you're the Saints offensive line. That's why I wanted them to run the football and try to continue to control the line of scrimmage.
Especially since the pass pro has not held up. You know Saints fans are questioning that. You feel like you got a couple of plays to get those 2 yards. And that pen will bounce into the end zone. Not the kind of spin that Headley was looking for. Panther defense looked to be on the ropes, but the big sack on 3rd and short gets the football back to Young.
fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
The man of the hour has arrived.
It's a little bit of shake and bake.
Oh, come on now, Ricky. Even with a healthy arm, you don't have a chance against Jones Girard.
All right, fellas, you heard the man. Get the
Toy Story Fun Day Football is also giving an alternative broadcast on ESPN Plus. One of 5 games in Europe this NFL season, 3 in the Greater London area, a couple of them in Germany. So the defense makes a huge play. Carolina still within 7, but still searching for a way to get this offensive passing game going. Just 119 yards through 3 quarters. Sanders lowers the shoulder, picks up about 5 before Demario Davis gets him down.
I swear this game's going to go into overtime.
Right, so you're talking about throwing the ball on first down.
Yeah.
There's that kind of situation where you got to have that, right?
Yeah, you want to take your shot there.
Where you have an obvious single safety middle situation.
Meaning there's one safety in the middle of the field, right?
Just
We
one
talked
guy.
about 2 so much.
Man-to-man across the board.
Yep.
Let one of your guys run a double. Somebody has to win, just like Olave won
Yes.
for New Orleans.
And go make a play.
A lot of these new pieces, 4 playmakers surrounding Young, trying to spark this offense. It's been a struggle. Sanders, one of those new guys, was spotted, looks like short of the 30 they're running in, so this will be 3rd and a yard.
Big call, Andy Dalton coming in the game.
Yeah.
Just 1 of 9 on 3rd down. You'd think sneak with him in there. Unless they're trying to trick the Saints.
It's not a sneak. Wow.
Center's uncovered.
Dalton pitch to Sanders on the edge. Boom, big block out there.
Why was Eddie?
Iguana just threw a man backwards about 3 yards, and they do pick up the first down.
Icky, Iguana has some of the best tape you would see coming out in the draft from NC State. And you're going to see big man coming right out here on the perimeter. He said, who wants some? Who wants it?
Taylor giving away a lot of weight, just moved backwards some. They get a first down, which has been hard to come by tonight.
Single high safety, and I think you got free access in the boundary if you want a completion.
Hubbard slammed down after a short game by Cam Jordan.
Yeah, when's the shot going to come?
I'm going to take second for
the first down throw.
Yeah.
That's the down.
The battle that they're in, Carolina, is you want to take that shot. But if you don't hit it, or the protection doesn't hold up, then it's 2nd and 10, then it's 2nd and 12 or 13, and now we're playing behind, right? And I think that's where Frank Reich and Thomas Brown, they got to call it at the ideal, perfect time to make sure.
When is that?
No doubt.
I mean, we're time is ticking here. They need a spark just like New Orleans got one.
Young, high throw. Sanders went up to get it, but that gave time for Alontae Taylor to come across, and they stop him behind the line, and now they're behind the sticks again on 3rd down.
Yeah, now you're up against it, right? Now you're the pass rush. You're bringing some fresh defensive linemen. You see Brian Brzee, number 90's in the game. Pete Werner's going to become a factor, number 20, running those pick stunts inside. I think you're trying to get the ball to.
I think if I'm Carolina, this might be the time I get a shot. Like, I'd like to try to spread this formation out. If you're going to play your press man, this is when there's a Marshall or a DJ Chark went over the top.
Safeties are just going to sit back.
High snap. Young goes up to collect it with one hand and escapes. Trying to run for it again. Oh, he makes a man whiff and slides down at the 40. Maybe the QB escape is the spark the Panthers needed.
There you go.
And this is a fantastic job. We talked about this offensive line. They're going to pick up the game. Watch the left guard and the center, Bozeman. And then Bryce understanding you're going to play those safeties, Lou, right? Those 2 high safeties, man-to-man coverage underneath. Let me go use my legs. That's the 2nd straight 3rd down that we've seen Bryce use his legs. Very much so something to pay attention to.
Picks up 26 yards. Just ran right by Marcus May. So now they'll spend a timeout here. First of their 3.
The cross stunt inside, they ran a game inside, it worked against them that time. The rush lanes got distorted, Bryce Young says, I'm out of here. There's something that's worked for New Orleans in the past as far as getting pressure. The young quarterback takes advantage of it.
It's a big part of his game at Alabama. Often he was escaping to create downfield on the run, but he could certainly hurt defenses with that. Then there was a ton of space, and he knew exactly what he had to do when he saw it.
And I think that's probably one of those moments when at the sideline, Josh McCown, his quarterback coach, has been in the NFL for 100 years. Hey man, you're getting these 2 high safeties, man-to-man coverage underneath, and you see a void, no one's accounting for you. You're a good enough athlete. He didn't hesitate, put his back foot in the ground and took off.
Still a lot of work to do against this stingy New Orleans defense.
Run the football to the left.
Off the fake, and rolling, and flips it underneath. They finally involved Hayden Hurst, who was the most targeted guy and had 5 catches in the opener. Very quiet tonight for the tight end.
Yeah, they just have not been able to get him loose. And it's been interesting, against the Atlanta Falcons, Hayden was catching balls in between the numbers, whether it be what they call wide stick routes, out-breaking routes, the wide basics, the in-breaking routes, 10 yards coming inside. They haven't been able to find him at all tonight.
Yeah, he had 52 catches a year ago for the Bengals. Big bounce-back season for him. The 2nd and 7. Young steps up, and now takes a downfield shot. Tight cover, TJ Chark, and a flag comes out.
There you go.
Paulson Adebo was in coverage. Sometimes good things can happen when you throw it downfield and you don't catch it, right?
On the defense number 29, that's a spot foul. An automatic first down.
Well, this is great coverage by Paulson Adebo. You just can't keep your hand on him. You can't grab at him. Just put your hand down. You have him in phase. Just pin him to the boundary. And just run him out of bounds. You can't distort him off of his route down the field like that.
You think that little shot?
That's what it was.
Did it?
Yeah, of course. And you know what? And Chark sold it too.
Yes.
I mean, that's the smart football on his part.
That's the shot we've been asking for, right? That's the throw the ball downfield we've been asking for.
Panthers in the red zone now.
Oh, Panthers score.
Got a completion.
Actually,
there now.
Low throw over the middle. Now they're beginning to involve Hayden Hurst even more.
I'd like to see them live in that empty personnel grouping a little bit. I think it clears the picture right now for Bryce. I think New Orleans is playing a little softer, and he's seeing it quicker.
Everybody on their feet here, but very, very quiet, trying to let Young in this offense operate. Not going to have to settle for threes. It'll be a crushing disappointment after a 67-yard drive.
So Thielen in the slot versus Alontae Taylor.
Sanders tests the middle, trying to make it 3rd and short. They got almost nothing. Jordan with the stop. What do you like here in 3rd and 3?
This is interesting here, right? Because so right now, if you're Dennis Allen, you're thinking, all right, what are they thinking? I'm thinking. So it's 3rd and short. Typically, that's a man cover type of situation. So if you're thinking it's man, you want to condense the formation, run some crossers, get a rough situation. They play zone in this situation and play drop 8.
Thielen, who caught 5 in the first half, does not have a catch after halftime. I wonder if he's thinking 2 plays to get this yardage.
Now they got the bunch at the top of the screen. Now communication is imperative on the part of the Saints defense, because this is where you have to sort these routes out.
Miles
just gets it off. And Young, can he scramble for it again? And no, he's going to be dropped for a loss. Big Demario Davis. The lion and the lamb out there brought him down and then lets the Panthers bench know about it. And here comes the field goal team one more time.
Take the field goal.
Lou, you said, what am I thinking? What are you thinking? Dennis Allen, man. He plays zone. Look at all the zone droppers underneath. They're trying to get Miles Sanders out. Anticipating man coverage. They got eyes on the quarterback.
Alontae Taylor right there. Yeah. He played it perfect. He passed it off, let everything go away from him. Everything's going away from you. Look for something coming back to you in that zone. He played it perfect.
You can throw it away there if you're Bryce and set up at least a 4th reasonable.
I don't think so. He's trying to make a play. I'm okay with that right there.
A long drive. Young sparked it with his legs, but they settle for 3. The lead is 4 with 5.5 to play.
You're all in for a treat.
Check this out.
It's your last chance for a blockbuster offer. Disney Plus has your favorite shows and movies.
We run a little hot.
For an incredible price.
Count me in.
3 months of Disney Plus with ads for just $1.99 a month. Don't miss your chance to save big.
What are we waiting for? Let's go!
On Disney Plus.
When Target's Threshold Decor welcomes more seasonal style for less. When rewards come with quality and coziness. And when you get low prices on the trends you love, that's totally Target.
My dad was a hard worker. He used to do side jobs, installing windows, charging something like $100 a window, and other guys were charging $400 or $500. He just didn't want to do that. He was proud of the prices charging. My dad instilled in me, always put the people before the money. Be proud of offering a good product at a fair price. I think he'd be extremely proud of me. Yeah.
Football's here, you know what that means. More flame grilled beef from Burger King. Celebrate with us, cheer on your team. Y'all know this part, come on, let's sing. BK, have it your way.
Watch this.
Young gets a shove from Sanders. He would end up over the guard. He's scanning the defense. I just wonder if Young is underestimating the speed of the guys chasing him. Demario Davis can still move for his age, but a throwaway there seems like the play.
Yeah, and you asked that going into commercial break, and I was like, okay, now seeing the angle and how close Demario was, you would love for Bryce in that moment, kick that ball away. Then it at least gives Frank Reich and his staff a decision, but
This Saints defense, guys, meanwhile, this is the 8th quarter of the season. They've allowed 8 field goals and no touchdowns.
You know what,
as advertised.
You know what, exactly, and I'll tell you what else is as advertised. You know, Dennis Allen said, hey, look, we're not going to try and just heat this guy up over and over and over again. We're about execution, and this is what they do, period. They're not a heavy blitzing team.
Shahid hasn't taken many back tonight. Wrestled down at the 21. Tonight's Total Replay brought to you by Taco Bell. Panthers defense came up with a big stop on 3rd and 2.
It's really been the story of the game, right? Just trying to create these simulated pressures or pick pressures or attacking certain people. Bujay Hill has been fantastic in replacement for Shaq Thompson. The challenge, can you, as a defense, get one more stop?
What they really need, a turnover in a short field. Somebody's got to tackle that football, punch that football out.
One takeaway for each defense. They get it to Hill. He's wrestled down right away by Justin Houston.
And as I was saying that, Justin Houston was ripping at that ball. I'm telling you, you see it right there.
Yeah.
They've got to go after the football. They need a short field. They cannot have their offense try to go the length of the field here. You see it. You see he's kind of bobbling. He's trying to get after it. And that's what they have to make a conscious effort. Tackle the football. Make sure you don't let anybody break any tackles.
Carr, they pick up the pressure. He's looking to launch downfield. And caught. Shahid. Deep ball.
The same guy who last week kind of put the game away from New Orleans. This time he runs a double move. You're going to see him run out and then take it upfield on Dante Jackson. And once he gets a step on you, it's over. He's one of the fastest guys in the NFL. What a great play call.
Lou, I love the fact they cut the split down, so that kind of tells the defense, hey, we're trying to create space to throw the out, and then I absolutely love the throw by Derek Carr.
Great scheming.
Hill keeps it, gets around the corner, and sprints down inside the 15. And once again, this Panther defense is on the ropes.
But we said at some point, Rashid Shaheed would show himself in this football game as far as producing a big play. And that guy, Taysom Hill, has been showing himself all game long. But you see Shaheed there. I mean, the guy has just got elite next-level speed and been a big playmaker from the day he stepped on the field.
Who's not in the game for the Panthers? Ryan Burns in Red Games, watching on the sidelines. So first down. Olave navigates around traffic and tight ropes down the sideline for a touchdown. Took a long time for this Saints pass game to get going. We'll check and see if Olave did keep those feet in bounds as he was tight roping down the sidelines. Good. Oh, in the paint. Yeah. Right there, that left foot did touch. Of course, they'll automatically review it as a scoring play. So the ball placed at the 15 for now. The lead is still 4.
The big playmakers for the Saints, who they're going to count on all year long, are starting to show up. 12, Olave, 22, Shaheed.
Just showing the replay here.
The runner stepped out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Yeah. It'll be first and goal at the 7.
Check it, they'll spot it at the 7. Left foot hitting the paint.
It's a great shot.
Yeah, it is.
You know, Lou, you talk about Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave. This was a tough first half. Really 2.5 quarters for Derek Carr as well. Those are 2 big-time throws that he's made. The go route to Olave, which was an incredible catch, and then that absolute laser to Shaheed down the sideline.
Burns is back in. He's favoring that leg. It's a 2nd and 1 for the game by Olave. And Taysom Hill lined up at tailback behind Carr. Give it to him. And he's just hard to stop. Another downhill run to the 2. This actually works against the Panthers because it's using up more and more time.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you can allow a guy of Taysom Taysom Hill's size speed combination. To get to the second level with a head of steam, you're in trouble.
Just like the last drive, this is easy for me if I'm Pete Carmichael. We got 1st and goal from the 2 or 3 yard line. There's 3 straight runs that are coming at Carolina. Here, see if you can try and stop it.
We got Tony Jones back in the game.
I ain't gonna lie. No one's been watching me for a minute. It's been a while. But I'm kind of digging, like, being in the dark and hearing the ocean.
From the practice squad to the end
Watching
zone.
these
What
two
a night
terrible teams.
for Tony Jones Jr.
It looks like Saints
stepping up
pretty much
after Jamal
won.
Williams went down. And the Saints
Panthers are
stretch the
0-2.
lead.
There's going to be a
Two-possession
lot
game,
of
3:14
Panther
to play.
podcasts to listen to tomorrow.
The much maligned Trevor Penning. I know
They
he struggled
are
week
going
one,
to
but he
go
was the key
off.
on that run. Yep, he just caved the backside and just made it perfect. Just look at him here. That's an easy run. It's nice to see a guy respond after struggling week one.
That's where he loves to do that. Out of Northern Iowa,
That's
just
right.
mash folks in the run game. That's why they drafted him.
Yep.
So, a 79-yard drive by the Saints that was key getting downfield to set up the score. Jones takes it in for the 2nd time, and the Saints looking at 2-0.
Thursday night football on Prime. It's on. Thursday night football is on. It's Saquon Barkley up against Christian McCaffrey as the New York Giants take on the San Francisco 49ers. Unreal. Stream Thursday night football only on Prime.
When you're with Amex, the end of one season just means the start of another. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
At SimpliSafe, your safety is the only thing that matters. Introducing 24/7 LifeGuard protection, only from SimpliSafe. This exclusive technology allows SimpliSafe agents to help stop crime in real time by speaking through the new Smart Alarm indoor camera.
Stop. This is SimpliSafe. Police are on their way.
For instant intruder deterrence and faster police response.
Police have arrived. Your home is safe.
Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
That's a special moment. We work hard to get to this moment right now. Okay, this football.
Well, that's it. Game's over. I'm calling and I'm going to bed. This was nice and relaxing, but I gotta go to bed tomorrow. I'll see you guys next time I see you. We're out.